welcome back to another episode of You Reaching or Teaching, where we talk about who's on and off the court from hometown to across the water. I am one of your hosts, Derek, and with me I have my special host, Aaron Boxdale, joining us for the conversation. Hope everyone is having a good day, good night, whatever time that you listen to this. If you're watching this video, go ahead to like on the video, subscribe to the channel. If you listen to this, go and give us a rate on whatever listening platform that you listen to this on, and leave a review. Aaron, how you feeling?
You like the beam,
Like the
because
beam.
it won't for them. New York wouldn't have won it
We would
all.
not be here to this day. We would not be here. Hey,
So
let's
go
get
get
off.
love to Sacramento, because without them, the Knicks wouldn't have won in 2026.
Look, we're gonna definitely get into this finals talk, man, for sure, man, because oh, I'm kind of disappointed that it's over, man.
Yeah, it's over.
We ain't got no more NBA until next season, man. But we're gonna try to hold it down for the W or something too. So, but I am
Absolutely.
so disappointed that the finals is over already, man. But
Yeah.
we're gonna get into that a little bit later into the episode, man. But I seen this photo on social media. It had me thinking. It got some good players on it, man. But it asks choose the best three defenders of all time in this picture. And I'm not sure why one person in there. I won't say who, but we'll get into that. But the picture has 9 players that was in the picture. It's Kawhi Leonard, Ben Wallace, Gary Payton, Michael Cooper, Dennis Rodman, Hakeem, Moses Malone, Scottie Pippen, and Bill Russell. So I'm gonna read off some of their accolades just so the audience can get a excuse me, so the audience can know, some of the things they've done on the defensive end. So starting off, you got Kawhi, 2 times Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time All Defensive First Team, and 4-time All Defensive Second Team. Then you have Ben Wallace, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All Defensive First Team, and 1-time All Defensive Second Team. Then you got Gary Payton, 1-time Defensive Player of the Year, and 9-time All Defensive First Team. Then you got Michael Cooper, this Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All Defensive First Team, and then 3-time All Defensive Second Team. Then you got Dennis Rodman, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 7-time All Defensive First Team, and then 1-time All Defensive Second Team. Then you got Hakeem, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All Defensive First Team, and 4-time All Defensive Second Team. And then you have Moses Malone, All Defensive First Team 1 time, and then All Defensive Second Team 1 time. Then you have Scottie Pippen, 8-time All Defensive First Team, 2-time All Defensive Second Team, and then you got Bill Russell, who I'm gonna give some, some grace to, because I don't think they have all these awards when they was out, but he was just only All Defensive First Team 1 time. So I'm gonna give him some grace. I'm gonna give him some grace because I don't think all these awards was out during that time of the NBA. But
Yeah.
with those 9 players that I just named, who are the 3 best in your opinion? Which is just opinions. It's just our opinion. No, it's not fact, but to you, who are the 3 best defenders with this list right here?
I'm trying not to be biased because Dennis Rodman is my favorite power forward of all time. And I do think, yeah, he's my favorite power forward of all time. Um, and he's actually my favorite Chicago Bull of all time. No
Really?
offense, Mike. Yeah, he is. He's my favorite Chicago Bull of all time. I didn't say he was the
I mean,
greatest.
mine's is Rose, so
Yeah. I say that's my favorite. I didn't say he was the greatest.
yeah.
But I'm picking Kawhi. I'm picking definitely Ben Wallace. And I'm also going to pick, I kind of want to pick Bill Russell just because we know what he is capable of, and they just didn't take records at that time. But I'm actually no, I'm gonna pick Bill Russell. I am. I'm gonna pick Bill Russell.
Stand on it. Stand on it. See, I was yeah, I'm nothing on Bill. You know how I feel about Bill.
No, I understand. I understand.
Nah, I ain't mad at it though. when I was so yeah, I won't say the name, but it is one person on here that was not necessarily known for his defense, in my
Mm,
opinion, that I didn't hear. Of course, I wasn't born when, saying with him in his prime, but
mhm.
he was a great player, especially on the offensive end, and he was, multiple MVP of the league. But I'm not sure why he was on this. I would have pit who I was thinking about. I'm surprised. You know who I was surprised it was not on this photo?
Who, Draymond?
He was another one, but it's
Mhm.
another one. The other four-time defensive player of the year.
Who? Well, oh, Rudy Gobert? Yeah, we don't count. We don't count three of his four because one should have been Giannis's, one should have been AD's, and the other one should have been Jaren Jackson Jr.'s
Giannis could
or
have
Mikal Bridges.
Giannis could have been on here too, if we being honest.
Yeah.
Giannis could have been on this.
I don't see why Jason Kidd not on there. I don't see why who else? I don't see why John Stockton not on there.
Probably because especially when you talk about defense,
Hmm.
guards don't get the, what I'm saying, don't get the praise as a lot as the big man because they the rim protectors
Yeah.
and like that. Of course, Gary Payton is on here. You got Scottie Pippen and Kawhi that's forwards, but and Michael Cooper. Uh,
Yeah.
but it's usually when you talk about defense, man, they always give the credit to the
Well, well, who would be your nine guards on this list to pick from?
nine guards. Damn. Okay, Gary Payton. You could throw him
Okay.
in there. Is Tony Allen a guard or is he a
Hmm.
four?
He's a guard. He's a shooting guard.
I throw Tony Allen in there. Um,
Hmm.
like you said, Jason Kidd.
Hmm.
Um, damn, nine of them.
Yeah, you got six more.
I know that's a lot. I don't know. You throw some names out there.
I got you some right here. So I'm gonna say those three.
Mm-hmm.
J Kidd, the glove, and my fault.
Allen.
Who's who?
Tony Allen.
And Tony Allen. I'm also gonna say Sidney Moncrief,
Okay.
because he was a shooting guard. Um, I'm also going to say, and I don't know if this is
I
controversial or
mean,
not.
when you
Maybe
talk about guards, I mean, of course you could throw Michael in there,
I'll go say Jordan.
throw
I'll
Kobe
put.
in there.
See, that's crazy. I may not throw Kobe in there, even though I think he is a really great defender.
I mean, me personally, I mean, of course, Mike got the defensive player of the year, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
but that's the thing. He only got it once, which is crazy.
Like Kobe, I don't know, man. I feel like Kobe's skill set was a little bit better than Mike's, but that's just my opinion. And then
Uh,
talk about
I
when you talk about just his one-on-one matchups,
yeah,
like personally, like Kobe had go against T Mac, Vince Carter, AI, all these people, man. Like,
yeah. But I'm gonna also give this my seventh one. This one that people keep forgetting. D Wade.
oh yeah, for sure.
D Wade is still the leading block
Fox,
getter in shooting guards of all time.
definitely D Wade.
So D Wade, and then the last two guard wise, I'm gonna give it, of course, Stockton and
Are
uh
we giving
hmm.
Marcus Smart any praise in this list?
I'm personally not because I think his defense is overrated.
I wasn't gonna do it. I just had to put it
If
there.
I could give a ninth person it, ah, a ninth guard. Dang, that is hard. Find that ninth, that
I
last
bet it's
one.
and guards.
Hmm.
I think back.
I was gonna say Ron Artest, but he was a small forward. He could have been on that list too.
Yeah, it's a couple people. That's what I'm saying.
Uh, I count. I think I'm gonna count him as a guard because I think Paul George is just a tall two guard, so he's going on that list for me too.
Paul George.
Yeah, he's just a two guard that's tall. Like he's a 6'9", 6'10" two guard. That's all he is.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, yeah, you could throw PG.
Like, because his skill set is more similar to T Mac than it is like um like Scottie Pippen.
I mean, somebody that don't really have the accolades to back it up. Rondo,
Yeah, of course. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna take him out, put Rondo on. Never mind.
put Rondo in there too. He was definitely a good on ball.
Mo Williams was a great defender.
Oh, Big Mo.
People argue all you want. Patrick Beverly is a really good defender. I'm not saying he's the greatest, but he's a good defender.
Yeah, you could definitely throw him in the list. Top with guards. At definitely probably be in like top 15.
I
Uh,
put him. I put Pat Bev in my top 20. I give him that much room.
15 to 20. 15 to 20.
But yeah, so I say all this to say there should be a guard list out
It
there
should
too,
be
because
guard.
this is just basically bigs.
Maybe we could I could put that graphic together and see see what people say.
All right, cool, cool.
We could put nine pillar players on it and see what that graphic do.
That's cool.
Um, but back to this. So you had Kawhi, you had Bill, and you had who? Yes.
Ben Wallace.
Oh, Ben Wallace for sure. Yeah, Ben Wallace was my number one. He was undisputed, like
Hmm.
unanimous. Ben Wallace definitely on here. I was gonna put Dennis Robin um on it as well. And then my last one, it was gonna be a toss up. I didn't want to be a recency bias, um, but it's not bad. But I'm going for that third one. I'm going Scotty.
Fair.
I'm going
I
Scotty.
think I still think that's fair. That's very fair.
Give me Ben, give me Dennis, and then give me Scotty for my top three on this list. He's some good defense player though. On this list, who you have as the best two way
The best two-way? Oh, I'm giving that to Kawhi
over Hakeem?
over Hakeem. Yeah, I know that like they both have strong cases. I just think that Kawhi really molded himself into an offensive threat. Hakeem already had it. No, like, and that doesn't lessen it. But it's like you got Hakeem mainly was giving like centers the trouble. It's giving centers problems, you know. Good jump shot, great post moves, great footwork. Kawhi getting you trouble from all three. In the driving, shooting mid range, hitting the three. Um, it's that three level of scoring, I think, is more impactful as a two-way player. Like if we're comparing like the people in this list.
For sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
give the Kawhi too. Similar to like you said, he definitely over the years, he definitely built his offensive bag. And like I think I probably said in some recent episodes, man, just looking at his game, Kawhi is healthy, bro. He you don't look at him as such, but he could be a top five scorer in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
While like he only played probably just a little over 50% of his games. He's been injured and everything like that. But
Hmm.
even with the time he spent on the court, bro, his numbers like per how they do it, like per 36 minutes or whatever like that, man. Like
Hmm. I
Kawhi
know.
is down.
There was a stretch when Kawhi was healthy. I think he played 10 games and he sat out like almost 2 weeks. He averaged like 37 and 7 with like two steals and a block a game, shooting 50, 40, 90.
Crazy, bro. Kawhi is one of them. Kawhi is definitely one of them. But I definitely give him I give Kawhi number one as a two-way, and then I give it to Hakeem.
Like, and I'm gonna say this not to throw shade of LeBron, but why not? But it's like that 10 game stretch was better. Like those averages were better than LeBron's averages that season. Like percentage wise, if we're doing like the metrics and all that stuff. But you know, numbers don't tell the game fully.
At
But it
all.
was just like that's crazy that he shot that well, scoring that many points for 10 straight games. And it was like everyone just was like kind of didn't care about Kawhi Leonard. And out of those 10 games, they won like eight of them.
Was this when was this winning Clippers or was
Yeah.
yeah that boy different.
Yeah. So it's,
We'll talk about it later, but just imagine if they do pick up JB next season.
oh boy.
That'd be crazy. I think Might be an upgrade. Yeah. Well,
It might be.
currently, yes, is an upgrade from PG.
Yeah, it is an upgrade.
Currently, definitely an upgrade from PG. But yeah, y'all let us know who y'all got as the top three defenders on this list that we mentioned. Um,
Please
Going
do.
to the WNBA, I don't really have much on the W right now, man. NBA season is over, so we could definitely dive more into it in future episodes. But I do want to give a shout out to Olivia Miles, number 2 pick in this recent draft, man. She been balling. I personally think she should have been the number 1 pick. In my opinion. Um, she set the rookie record passing Caitlin Clark for the most 3-pointers made in a single game. And that was a
Nice.
she's currently averaging 18.6 points, 5.1 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 1.4 steals. And then the Lynx currently is 10-3 right now, and they tie with first in the league. And they don't have Afisa Collier yet.
Wow.
Not even back yet. So she's leading this team who made it to the championship last year. Don't have their main player this year, and they're currently first in the league right now. So me personally, I just had to give her a shout out for what she's doing on the court. Her game was me and Aaron were talking before we started, but her game just looked too polished. Like
Hmm.
game is so smooth. Her jump shot, her move, her handle, her finishing at the basket, bro. She got the full package offensively.
Yeah.
Passing, her playmaking. Oh my god. Jeff T was saying she the best guard in the point guard specifically in the league right now. I'm not mad at it.
No,
I'm not
she's
mad.
definitely top three.
I'm not mad at it at all, bro. Like she's definitely hooping. So I just wanted to give her a shout out for what she's
Yeah.
doing currently. I think they increased. I know it was 40. Didn't they increase the uh amount of games to 44 this year?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, they did.
so we a little under a third of games played so far. But she's hooping. I personally think she'll probably get an all-star bid this year, especially if she continues to play like this. So shout out to Olivia, man. You keep hooping. Keep putting on
Please do. Please do.
right. Right. So going to the NBA. Definitely want to give a shout out to Tiago Splitter, who was the former Portland Trailblazers coach, intern, I should say. Um,
Hmm.
Shout out to Chauncey. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what you got
Man.
going on right now, man. But yeah, hope you're doing well. But shout out to him for being hired as the next head coach for the Chicago Bulls, man. Portland, I don't know what y'all got going on over there. Y'all publicly said y'all don't want to pay y'all coaches. Like
Man,
I don't get
Portland
that.
just don't have good leadership, man. They just don't.
That's the stupidest shit I've heard. And then like out of everything that y'all had going on this season, and he led y'all to the 7th seed. Like, come on,
Yeah. See, it's stuff like that why people saying, they shouldn't be billionaires. Like, it's
man, bro.
like, why are you trying to be frugal as the owner of a sports team?
Like you didn't want to pay the man the average or what head coaches are making. Like this man could have been just sitting on the bench, but no, he led the team to a successful season.
That concession stand food gotta be trash.
it gotta be.
Like, if he don't give a damn about giving y'all a free shirt, I know he ain't caring about the things he's supposed to give you all.
They probably bad. Them motherfuckers over there probably slaving for no money. From everybody to the concession people to the motherfuckers that clean the sweat off you know what I'm saying, the mop the floor.
No, for real. My buckets ain't been updated since Scottie Pippen was on the Trailblazers.
Oh God. Jerome Kersey, nigga.
No.
Jerome Kersey,
That
man.
is hilarious.
I don't know what they got going on. I still gotta finish that Jailblazers doc
I
on
didn't even know they had one.
Netflix. That came out like a month or two ago. Um, Pretty much talking about the era of Rasheed Wallace, Damian Stoudemire, and Bonzi Wells, and all of them in that early 2000s after pretty much after Clyde left and they trying to rebuild so they can get back to the finals and everything like that. But them boys, it was a different type of group that they had in there. Young
Man.
Zach Randolph.
Hmm.
So yeah, I gotta finish
I
what.
I just want to know how do all like does is that in your contract that hey we probably gonna film a documentary this season? Like is like I'm so serious. Like is it in
That's a
our
big thing.
contract or it's like do we just get our ass busted by young Dirk Nowitzki and y'all just come up in there like camera right up in our face? Like I need to know
That's a
because it's like I highly believe that the 2020 season with the Lakers was filmed and we gonna see it in a few years. Like same thing with the stuff with the Mavericks that happened recently. Like same thing right now with New York. I won't be surprised if they was filming this season.
oh
Like
for sure.
like
They probably started filming after they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals
no, seriously.
last year. Like especially like the anticipated like New York. I think everybody had New York going to the finals this year, especially with all the injuries that happened in the East and everything
Hmm.
like that. But even me personally, even if there weren't any injury, I had the Knicks coming out um before the season started.
Yeah.
It kind of changed during the season because they was I was like, dang, like you got Detroit, they balling a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
Cavs, of course, and then you have Boston, who I thought was gonna be nowhere near the playoffs or at least a play-in team. They hopped up the number 2 seed, so I was like, I don't know. Knicks, like if you don't get it done this year, everybody was talking, you don't get it done this year, and you're gonna have to make some changes. And some people still talking about, hey,
Hmm.
still might need to make some changes going into the next season. But
Yeah.
I think majority of people still had the Knicks going to the finals.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true.
Let's see. Let's see what else going on. So I did see a post. Um, and for a couple weeks now, Giannis name been floating around because they I don't know where it's coming from, but reports said Milwaukee want to at least trade Giannis before the draft next week. That's coming quick. So I'm not sure if any deals will be made in the upcoming days or what, or if they just gonna wait until after the draft or whatever. But I did see this post referring to Jaylen Brown. So they said the
Hmm.
Clippers are emerging as a potential third team for Jaylen Brown and Giannis trade talks with a deal that would send the number 5 pick to Milwaukee. So how you feel about Brown going to LA?
I I don't mind it. I really don't. But my thing with it is how am I trying to word it? It's not a trade that's gonna be done. It's not a basketball trade. It's a get him the hell out of here trade. And
JB
for
or
JB, and I think that's why I'm like I don't mind it because I do think that they need something else for that team. I think that if you keep him, Garland, and Kawhi, when Kawhi plays, that's a pretty good three right there. Um, but I'm looking at the rest of the team. I'm like, well, who you going to trade for that? Because this is a Finals MVP. Like had MVP votes this year, had a career year this year. Like it's, I think that what's going to be hard is because Rudy Gobert being traded a while ago now has really affected what trades look like.
uh,
Because like it's like that was Rudy Gobert. Like they traded him for what, 3 players and 5 picks?
he got that and just the money that they got.
Hmm.
Saying like.
And that's someone who got, a defensive player of the year. We're talking about a finals MVP and champion.
All NBA player.
Oh, what are you gonna get for that with what you have right now with the Clippers? Because you got a better chance of just running it back and having depth than trading them. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. But I do believe on Boston's side, it's just he not happy here. We really don't want him here. Let's just get him out of here.
Right.
Because then in that case, you're gonna have to trade Darius Garland so they get another young like guard player. Because they're not trading Kawhi.
Yeah, no. Uh,
Like they probably may give up I don't like Zubac, but they got whatchamacallit now.
well, Zubac with the Pacers now.
Oh my fault, not Zubac. I meant Brook Lopez.
Because yeah.
But it's like y'all already have Vucevic at y'all starting five. So y'all's gonna have Brook Lopez coming off the bench now? Okay, so then now what does that leave the
Lopez
Clippers with?
retire.
Hmm?
I said Brook Lopez need to retire.
Yeah, this I think this is second to last year. Like just being real.
At this point, it's like shout out to Brook and what he for a team, but at this point, it's like you're not that valuable.
No.
My opinion. I ain't gonna say you valuable to them, but in my opinion, I don't think you're valuable to a team anymore.
No, he's not. Like 4 years ago, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
right now, nah, I don't see.
no, no. But it's just I don't oh my bad.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't see a trade happening that benefits the Clippers to be championship contenders. And I don't see a trade happening that makes Boston have a piece right beside Jason Tatum that picks up right where they left off.
Oh, uh,
I don't.
but that
And
was
it
my next question to you because I wish I had the graphic in front of me, but I seen the graphic and it was like Brown and Sam Hauser to the Clippers, and then the third team was going to be Portland.
mm.
Um, Portland. So Portland was going to send Shannon what's his name, Shannon Sharp, and somebody else.
When he in the NBA, I thought he was doing nightcap.
Oh, that's funny.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
uh, it was him and somebody else to the Milwaukee, but then Giannis was the lone person that was going to go to Boston. So I was going
Mm.
to see how you think Giannis and JT would match.
I think Giannis and JT is going to be okay. It's not going to be great. Not be, it's because they both do certain similar things. Like they both bring the ball up. They both can run the offense. Um, I think that not Brown. I think Tatum going to shoot more threes than Giannis, and Giannis going to post up more than Tatum. But it's sort of like a different version of Draymond and KD.
Okay.
Because it's like you saw how that worked. Like the reason because a lot of people forget them first like 25 games with the Warriors when KD got there won't all that. Like it
Yeah.
was like okay, they
Learning.
yeah, they figuring it out. Like Draymond would bring the ball up and they would put KD in the dunker spot, then the vice versa. Then they would put KD on the corner, and then that's when he's like, I'm not a corner guy. You can't do that to me. Then now that makes your lineups differently too. So it's gonna be a lot of rework with those guys because if you have Vucevic, let's say if he is still there, Vucevic, Giannis, and Tatum, that's a lot of bodies in the paint.
Uh, I-
And this is also a team that loves to shoot the three. So your percentage is going to take a big drop.
that's what I was gonna say too. Is like with Boston like shooting that three ball, your system gonna have to change. Now you definitely gonna be playing inside out.
Hmm.
Your first option or the sets that you run is not gonna be mainly for the 3-point shot. Like with Derek White, Pritchard, and Sam if he's still there, and the other shooters that you have is definitely gonna be playing inside out with Giannis. Y'all not gonna be
Hmm.
shooting all those threes with Giannis on y'all team. I can
No,
see that now because the
no.
ball. Well, you still got JT, so the ball, when you talk about just possessions, Giannis probably gonna have 1/3 of it. JT gonna have 1/3 of it. So that's two people that have 2/3 of the ball in their hand at all times. And then the ball gonna be find somebody else if they got to pass out for the late shot or whatever. So you
Hmm.
definitely, yeah, it ain't gonna work out. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Giannis. Um,
To Boston?
JT, yeah, I'm not mad at that. I don't. I feel like I feel like they don't have the other pieces that would make it work.
Yeah,
Like just them two. Like, of course, we thought Giannis and Dame was gonna do something, but that didn't really work out as we thought. But I don't. I think they need some other pieces around them that can really complement their style of play.
yeah.
Saying,
I still think they gave up too early on Giannis and Dame. Like they barely played a year together. Um,
well, you talk about
the
Portland. You talk about Portland. Milwaukee, kind of a dumb organization too, because
No,
y'all.
they've made bad decisions.
Oh,
They've absolutely made bad decisions.
yeah, y'all rather have his brothers on the team and this and that than actually pitting some good players around them. Y'all let go um Drew, you know what I'm saying? You got rid of Chris Middleton. It's like what y'all really doing over there?
Yeah, they made bad decisions. Like there's no excuse in that. They have made bad decisions. But it's like with these trade potentials, like like Jaylen Brown potentially to the Clippers. Where is Giannis going to go? Because he is going to leave. Like that's it's kind of like there's a saying in theater, when you put a smoking gun, when you put a gun on stage, you have to shoot it. The gun is on stage. Like it has to be shot. Giannis has to be traded. Like I believe the same thing too with Boston. It has to be traded because it's like after they lost and was kicked out the playoffs, and Brown went on, his press tour. Uh, like it's no secret that the Boston organization didn't like that because they don't like Jaylen Brown. Like they don't.
Like Jalen Brown,
Like
they don't like that type of publicity.
they don't.
Not Boston anyway.
No, they don't like that real, okay, like it wasn't all great, but we did what we could do. And this is kind of the ugly side of it. They're not afraid. Like a team who's like Miami, they're not afraid of that. They're not afraid of Jimmy Butler. Like, well, they weren't afraid of it, but they still kicked Jimmy out.
Reports saying that's Giannis. That's where he really want to go.
It's Golden State, yeah.
Is Miami. They say
Oh, I thought it was Golden State.
nah, they say he really want to go to Miami.
Ain't nothing in Miami for him. It's just gonna be Milwaukee all over again, but worse. Don't do that, Giannis. Don't do that. But
Yeah. I don't
it's like the only thing you gonna have is more money because there's no taxes in Florida. Like,
I think Giannis just want to get to a bigger market than
yeah,
what Milwaukee
yeah.
is in right now. They was also saying when I say they, it's just reports that I'll be seeing from different sports pages and everything like that. Official sports pages, not these crazy sports pages, but they also saying the Knicks may be a contender in talking to Giannis. So how do you see that playing out if the Knicks just happen to trade for Giannis? And of course, if they do trade for Giannis, Cat would be in that package.
See, that's a very interesting thing because I personally was thinking if they won it all, they was gonna be like, yeah, forget all that.
Keep it the same. Yeah.
We just gonna run it back or do what we can because like I can see Jordan Clarkson not being on this team next year because he signed a vet minimum. Yeah, when he signed a 1 year deal, I can see Jose Alvarado still being on this team or not being on this team. I can see
Think Mitchell's still going to be there?
no, I don't think Mitchell's still gonna be there.
I
Well,
think
okay.
I think it's best for them to keep Mitchell, but I don't see Mitchell staying. 'Cause
No.
Mitchell is like for me personally, I might have said this before. I feel like Mitchell is like Looney on Golden State.
I agree.
You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? Like he
You
would
need you
yeah,
need him in that
like
system.
you need him there, especially with his offensive rebound ability, man. Like Cat when Cat get off the floor, you still got somebody in the paint. Like he just a key piece. He may not he ain't the best. Of course, we already know he the worst free throw shooter in playoff history.
Yeah,
um, but man, just him on them boards is it's important.
yeah. He's a momentum guy. He's an energy guy. Like that's what he does. Like it's you kind of need that. But I can see them.
We that's what we need.
Yeah, that is what we need.
That's
You're
what
damn
we
right. Fuck DeAndre.
need. That's what we
I can see them looking at it as businessmen and not looking at it as a basketball team. And I think that's where New York gonna mess up at if you get rid of Robinson. If I'm just being real, I think letting someone like no offense, I think letting like someone like Alvarado go don't really hurt you that much. But I can understand why from a defensive scheme of why it would. But it's also one of those things too where it's like if I can get Drew Holiday, I'd rather have Drew Holiday than Alvarado. Like
yeah.
just being real.
I think based on his play, Alvarado, he may be good in New York. So,
He may be. He may be.
one I can see them shipping is what's his name? The other guard, McBride.
Yeah.
I can
I,
see, I can see them
but
shipping
yeah.
somewhere.
It's like for me, Alvarado McBride in that Jordan Poole role when he was with Golden State. Of it's like we can keep you, but we can also let you go.
Like,
Like that's just how I see it. Like and same thing like a Timothy Mozgov role for like Cleveland. Like letting him sign with the Lakers was stupid. Y'all should have just re-signed him to Cleveland because he actually came in and helped a lot on defense when Tristan Thompson wasn't clicking on defense.
gave him
But
that bread, bro.
yeah,
We
like
made some dumb decisions. We gave him all that bread. We gave Lou all dang bread. Man, I don't know what we
hmm
got going on. We went through some tough times.
And we done are we not done paying Andre Drummond back yet? Or did that stop? Like was that done? Because I forgot we gave him a good contract too.
It hasn't. That's a great question. I would hope so.
Yeah, I'll hope so too.
Yeah, I would definitely hope so. I
Yeah.
know shit.
But I do.
Oh dang,
It's
he just finished up his contract. Probably like he been out the league for a long time and just finished up his contract.
hmm
Dang.
shoot, like you know how many players still have contracts right now? Like it's that's why some of these teams be trying to tank or do something because it's like, hey, y'all know we still owe Kyle Korver 200 mil, right? What?
I mean, and we always talk about, and I ain't gonna get into it because I ain't that far deep into NBA business like that when talk about the numbers and everything like that. But when you talk about NBA being a business and these owners doing what they need to do on a business perspective instead of the what's best for the team itself. Like years ago when all of this was happening, like when y'all started paying these players crazy amount of money, like y'all didn't really forecast what's going to happen in the future. Like if you gave this person this amount of money,
hmm
you think the next role player was gonna just settle for anything? Like y'all didn't realize that that will just fuck up the market for everybody once y'all
Yep.
gave this specific person this amount of money, and now y'all
Yep.
gotta do this and that. Like as a
Yep.
businessman, as billionaires, like how do you not see this happening?
Derek, do you want to know some of the players who still are owed money by teams?
What's that? Who that?
Let's start.
Let's see.
Kevin Garnett is still under his 2012 contract from the Celtics, so they still owe him $35 million.
All
Chris
right.
Bosh is still under contract from the Miami Heat, and they are still paying him consistently for the next couple of years. More so for his blood clots to pay for that, but contract. Tim Duncan still gets 108 mil every year, annually after retiring in 2016 because that was a rule and stipulation in his contract. Luol Deng and Jakeem Noah both are still getting paid um through Luol Deng finally got finished pay with the Lakers, but Chicago still owes him money. Same thing with Jakeem Noah. They still owe them money. Monte Ellis and Larry Sanders both still get money from the Pacers and the Bucks.
That's crazy. Aries, damn. Larry Sanders still getting money out here. Shit, get your money, bro.
Ye-
Get your money.
Yep. Well, the Pacers and the Bucks pay Monte Ellis. The Bucks just pay Larry Sanders.
Dang,
Yep.
that lives.
Yep. So that goes into all these business decisions right now because it's like if we Milwaukee, dang, we still owe Larry Sanders all this money. That like, don't forget that. So how is that going to affect us getting these role players? Because you need better role players than Kyle Kuzma. Like,
Fact.
why is he not in DC? Like,
Why he ain't staying these? Yeah, that's a fact.
like you should have stayed your ass and can we trade him back?
Man, but you talking about numbers and stuff like that. I mean, New York is a big market, but like I don't think how many years you think Giannis still have left in this? Because what he was drafted, what, 14, 15,
Hmm. Years left for Giannis, 7.
7.
Years left playing at this level, 3 or 4.
So let's just say he goes to um can you look up how many years he got left in his current contract?
1 year.
1 year left. All right.
Yep.
So let's just say he goes to New York. Of course, they're gonna offer him an extension. Don't you like after what Jalen Brunson has done for this team and after his $100 million plus pay cut that he took so they can reach this point as an organization, you think they not about to he's about to be the next highest paid player in the NBA.
Hmm.
Once his contract up and his extensions happen, I feel like Jalen Brunson is going to be the next highest paid person in the NBA.
Yeah,
So
it
what
is.
like Tatum and Brown contract was like it was over like 350 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 380.
Yeah, it was up there. This next whoever that next person gonna be and you in New York.
Yeah.
So that next big contract is gonna be 400 plus.
Oh, I was thinking it's gonna be 412 mil or 418 mil.
That shit gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
So where's how you gonna divide that money with another star on your team?
yeah, and that's what they got to figure out. And I think that that's one reason why Boston
Unless you
probably
just
is.
trying to play for now. Like if you're
Yeah,
really looking for that future and you know what I'm saying, build, unless you're trying to win again like right away, then maybe then you go for it. But you
yeah,
pay that person right now.
yeah. But I think that's another reason why Boston personally wouldn't mind trading Brown is because the Clippers got the money to pay him.
Yeah.
Like they do, and Boston has the money to blow.
I mean, and you got, I mean, Boston, you got the two highest paid players on your team. And
Yeah,
so one of them got to go. If you,
yeah.
excuse me, if you the GM, who do you prioritize around?
Me
Without
personally,
any controversy going on with outside the court, who do you prioritize around? JT.
ba basketball wise, Jalen Brown. Like Jason Tatum's really good. You know, I he hasn't won me over like a whole bunch of other people personally. I think he's still an all-star caliber player, but it's like I don't see Jalen Brown, I mean Jason Tatum having a season like Jalen Brown did without Tatum the opposite way. I don't see Tatum having a Jalen Brown MVP season without Jalen Brown. I really don't. I think he still has an all-star season, but I don't think he's going 38 and 8. Me personally. Like I'm not trying to like diss Jason Tatum, but it's like I would prioritize Jalen Brown just primarily because I think he's the way better two-way player. And you need both sides of the ball. But Jason Tatum, he's the name. It's like Duke University. That's it right there. Like, has been to the conference finals or the finals every year since
Yeah.
he's been on the team. Same for Jalen Brown. But it's like coming out of college, it was like who's Jalen Brown?
Or when you like 5 years straight of first team all NBA,
Hmm.
it's hard to go against that. I mean, me
Yeah.
personally, I think I would go JT route. I think JP is the better two way. but not like a lot. I feel like both of them are A
You
players.
think they're like right here?
Maybe like when you just talk about two A itself, I think both of them are A students, but maybe JB is like a 98 and JT is like a 95 and 94, something like that.
That's fair.
I'm saying
That's
like
fair.
I just feel like JT is I don't know, I just feel like he's the more talented player. And of course, I don't want to talk off the court, but like you saying, like he's the NBA favorite. Like
Yeah.
you could promote him, you can market him better than what you can do JB.
Yeah.
And I think he gets his I think he's better playmaking than
You think so?
me personally, yes.
I think they're the same when it comes to playmaking. Me personally. Like, I think that if I were to give them like categorize them scoring, I would give the Brown. Defense, I would give the Brown.
I
Um,
don't know.
I
Um
would. Scoring defense, I would
think
give the Brown. Passing, they the same. Rebounding, I would give to Tatum. 3-point shooting, I'll give to Brown. Mid range, I say they're the same. Free throw, I probably lean a little bit towards Brown, but it's so close. But
I don't know.
it's
I think
it's close. For
Brown is
me, it's close, but I still give it to Brown.
I think Brown is just more aggressive on the offensive end, but I think Tatum just got more in the bag. You know,
Skill wise, I think Tatum is
like
better.
I think his 3 point is better. I think his shot in general is better. I mean, nothing wrong with JB's either. Like he's proven this past year that he can score the ball. I
I
think
don't know,
I
Darren.
think just the
I
way
think
anyways that
Tatum takes better shots. I don't think he's a better shooter. I think his what do you call that? His shot selection is better than Brown's. I give him that.
I mean I can see that. I can see that, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna still rock with JT.
But if you Boston, either one's not a bad
Either
pick.
one is not bad at all because they mainly play the same position anyway. You put them
Yeah,
in two, you put them in three, or you put them in the. I wouldn't necessarily put JT as the four, but you know,
yeah.
ZBA is stupid these days. So
I mean, we did see PJ Tucker play center. So
I hate I hate how basketball is now. I really do, especially after seeing Champagny playing the four.
Yeah,
I was so
yeah,
then like I was looking because um I was looking at like free agents for like power forward free agents going into next season just to see like what options the Spurs can get for that, and they had him listed and I'm like, bro, he's not a power forward, bro. Like,
no.
can we be real? Like, just because you in the position, you not that. Like me personally, the way Wimby playing, I put him at the four. Y'all gotta go
Yeah,
find another big. Like the way Wimby is playing, he's really a four. The way AD be complaining about it, yeah, I mean Wimby is a four too. If we gonna be
yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, man, yeah. I just this positionless ball and how I don't it
Yeah, because now you create now it's matchup problems.
yeah.
Because you gonna have you really want Castle playing the three against someone like Jason Tatum? No offense, like I like Castle, but it's like, come on now, like you want him playing the three against KD?
At some point we gotta come back down to earth.
Yeah,
At some point we gotta be real with ourselves and like, no, you're up in these crazy lineups together that it just like it worked with OKC because they pretty much the same team. Like
yeah,
OKC and Spurs is really just the same team. But when you play these other teams and stuff like that, bro, it's like, nah, they ain't gonna work.
yeah,
At some point, you got to get back to the traditional way of
yeah,
how basketball has been played over the years. Like,
yeah. You know what power forward, like what forward would be wonderful for the Spurs if he was in today's league and not playing years ago? Danny Granger.
okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. He would.
That's it. Just he crashes the boards, great mid-range shooter, hit a three every now and then. Like he can really fill in that spot when like Keldon Johnson not clicking.
Mm.
Like and he's 6'10". So it's like he gets some size out there. Like
I'm mad at Rasheed Wallace.
no, you don't even need Rashid to score. You
A Rasheed Wallace type on the team.
man,
I was thinking about just who they can get. Like I was in, I was like, shoot, ship ship Fox over to Houston and get Jabari Smith back.
I'm cool with that. I think he still needed a new system. I don't think the OKC. I don't think the Houston system is great for him.
Who Fox or Smith?
For Smith,
Why
like
not?
I think that Smith is basically if he right now in Houston, I think his ceiling is Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala. Like we gonna hope you hit that corner three. You know, you big enough to have a post game, but you hang around the perimeter a lot or like the deep two. But it's like they allow it. Like, no, we should be trying to build him up to be that player of it's like, okay. Well, I'll even say this, like it's like he's like a starter version of Bobby Portis. Like we shouldn't be putting him in these positions where he can just get us a bucket. No, he needs to be a game changer. Like this brother's talented. He's phenomenal. Like why are we putting him in these roles? Like why is Şengün getting more touches than him?
Mm.
Why is Amin Thompson getting more touches than him when he is clearly a better player than both of them? But that's just my rant about it. I think that he could benefit in the San Antonio system better.
I'm not mad at Porter's going over the Spurs either.
He could help them too. Absolutely.
Grit, like the grit that he got, like what he because he always come off the bench and like, but he wouldn't come. I wouldn't bring him off the bench. I'd just go ahead and stick him at that four, that
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and somebody else down to the bench. But Porter's would be a good pickup.
Yeah. He wouldn't cost him too much money. His game would translate well to the system.
Sure, I like that. I'm not mad at that. All right, Spurs, man, pay attention, man. Get right. Get right, man. We try to pitch our little game, man. Shit. Um,
Man.
man, let's go ahead and get into the playoffs, man. But before we get into the finals, man, like, what is your overall thoughts of the
Mm.
2026 playoffs? You enjoyed all the playoffs this year, every series.
I give it an A minus because I think the first rounds, except two series, were okay. Like, just that's just how I feel about it. I think that the Orlando Detroit series was the best one in the first round. Um I think that that was like playoff basketball. But it's like every other series was the OKC series, it was the
Like Devin Booker disappointed me. Like they should have got at least one game.
yeah, like that series, it was like us beating Portland, it was like I think the second round is really where the playoffs was happening. And it's like when we lost to OKC, you know, call that shit. Like it was like, okay, OKC didn't show up like, yeah, whatever, like casual and shit. It's like, okay, they were running schemes, like they were trying things and they were exposing us. Like they was playing real good basketball and we just couldn't keep up. And then you get into the other series, shoot, why am I blanking on other series? Like you get into the next round too with New York, and I think that's when they really solidified themselves as, hey, they can win all of this.
Mhm.
Same thing with San Antonio. It was like, hey, they weren't gonna let the Timberwolves intimidate them. Like they showed up and they played ball, and that's where it went from me from a B plus to an A minus. I was like, okay, I'll give it that. So overall, really good. I think that that's still the type of grit and attitude that needs to come into the regular season, you know. But that's all I got.
Thanks. Yeah, I give it an A too. I wasn't mad at this playoffs, man. It was I think throughout the entire playoffs, it was unpredictable. And I don't
Yeah.
mind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, it was some series where it's like, we know how this is gonna go. But
Hmm.
like with with Orlando being up 3-1 over the Pistons, and then Pistons coming back winning, it's like, dang, like we thought the Pistons was out of here.
Hmm.
And I think I said probably at the beginning of the season, I was like, I feel like, well, before all the injuries and stuff, I feel like this would have been the year that Orlando get out the first round, because I previously had them as a top five team in the East, before the injuries and everything like that.
Yeah.
So Cavs Raptors, they went seven. I wasn't really tuned into that series like that. Um,
Brandon Ingram, the
I'm
reason.
about to say Bi, he was pissing me off for sure. Um,
Mm.
um, Minnesota and Denver, unpredictable. Like Jokic,
Yeah.
like
Either one of them could have won that series.
any one of them, but once DiVincenzo got hurt, and then
Hmm.
Ant got hurt, you was like, you would have thought like, all right, this is your chance to go to the next round, but nope. You got
Yeah.
motherfucker Jaden McDaniels. What Ant said? They got KD. We got McDaniel. They took the motherfuckers to the next round, bro. And six
Hmm.
without Ant, like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The next round come, physical matchup between Wolves and Spurs. I think we knew, of course, like you said, we knew what OKC was gonna do to us. Um,
Yeah.
Knicks, man, we just talked about the Knicks. Like, what was I'm just shocked that Atlanta got 2 games on it.
Yeah.
After that is like it was no competition again.
Oh yeah.
Every game after that was 30 plus on the ass.
Because
Like,
you know Atlanta was coming off of a really good end of their season. Like they won most of they like the last 20 games, they won most of them. Their team was pretty healthy. Like they was just feeling good.
yep,
And they came in, and what Mike Tyson say? Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
yep, that's a fact. Because I was definitely like, I was gonna hop on the bandwagon. I think I had Hawks in 7 or something like that,
I
because
did.
of the way that they was playing at the end of the season and stuff like that. And we it kind of like, CJ, he was balling, but then all
Hmm.
of a sudden that shit just went away.
Yeah.
Went away. It's like something just clicked. Like, man, they can't mess with us, man, for real. Like, they
Yeah.
not really in the same league though. They should have kept Trey Young or some shit like that. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
shit got dark in ATL real quick. Shit got dark. Um, and then you go on, moving on to the like the conference finals and everything like that. East, you can't really talk because they skunk got them out the way, swept them.
Hmm.
But of course, you talk about the Spurs and OKC going to 7, which was expected, um, because Spurs really had their OKC number the entire uh the entire season. But then they didn't have Williams, Jada from a majority of the playoffs, but
Yeah.
we didn't expect Chet to tuck his tail and go in the corner and had all series against Wemby. Like,
Yeah.
you really be having nightmares when you show up on the court. So we did not expect that out of your all NBA third team, which I disagree with that totally.
I
When
think
that
that's fair.
when that came out. But respect. Um, yeah, then we get into the finals, man. This is the eighth uh different team that has won the finals in 8 years. So before we dive deep in the finals, is this like, for you personally, do you rather see it happening like this? And is it like, do you think it's great for the league having different teams win the championship every year instead of a real dynasty?
I say it's a pro and con. I think it's a pro because it's not Warriors Cavs for like 5 years straight. Like, and I think that that affects the league's morale too. Of it's like we know Cleveland going, like we know the Warriors going. We gonna try to make it at least to the semifinals, or if you're a team at that time like the Wizards, at least let's at least get a top three pick. Like it does something to the league to make people okay, maybe we got a chance, which I like. But I also think that that's the pro of it, but I do think the con of it is now you don't build dynasties, you just build good teams.
Mhm.
And I think sports need dynasties, regardless of like whether you hate them or love them. If it's the Lakers, if it's the Patriots, if it's the Yankees, if it's the Boston Bruins, like if it's Serena Williams, you need that juggernaut. You need that monster because that helps create like okay, you even though it got annoying seeing LeBron and Steph go at it, it's like who gonna win?
Mhm.
Like who's really the best? Because now history will say LeBron, but Curry now got a case too because he got four of them things too.
Mhm.
So it's like for the story of basketball, it's a con, but for the individualistic standpoint of now teams can play like more confident, it's a pro because I kind of like the fact that if you put the Charlotte Hornets up against the OKC Thunder in the 7 game series, they're not gonna go, we gonna get our ass beat. They're gonna go, oh yeah, we got this.
Yeah,
And I like that.
I do too. Yeah, I got. I think I got the same sentiments as you. I don't mind the different teams going to the finals and different teams winning each year, but I don't mind seeing that dynasty team. Like we didn't really complain growing up when it was either the Spurs or the Lakers going to
Hmm.
the finals.
Yeah.
Because on the East it was always different. So of course when we got to early tens, what the tens, whatever, it was kind of different seeing the same because we wasn't born in the 70s, 80s, seeing the Lakers and Celtics go hit to hit multiple times. So
Hmm.
seeing the Cavs and the Warriors go hit to hit for 4 years in a row,
Yeah.
like it was
15,
like
16, 17, and 18. Yeah.
4 years in a row. So it's like, all right, man, like it's cool, but like, damn, like anybody can anybody else go, man. But if it's like that, then it's like, okay, I'm ready for something new. But if it's just like when the Lakers and the Spurs was doing it, and they was always facing a different team in the East, I don't mind something like that. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about dynasties and stuff like that, because you can see that matchup between with different opponents. And it's like and it's unpredictable. That's going back to what I was saying. Like of course, you're on one side you have the powerhouse, but on the other side you like, all right, who gonna come out the East this year?
Hmm.
Simply like you said, then you really have to build a team. Then you really have to know basketball. Then you like when the Warriors and stuff was doing it, we can see that the NBA was trying to follow their lead and how they build
Yeah.
teams and everything like that. But now you have to be real creative. Now you have to be original. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to really know ball and know what you need for your specific organization and what players can you bring in, what players you need to ship away so you can get to that next step. Like
Hmm.
Knicks winning this year, like we kind of see that in the pudding. Like every
Yeah.
year they were just getting better. When Brunson sacrificed what he sacrificed, they started making. Then they made the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and then like I bet they got a little bit further. The East is going to be the East this year. Bet now they got an opportunity to go to the final. So I like to see that progression, kind of like OKC. OKC
Hmm.
too. They was in I don't know how many years ago, but they was in last place. They wasn't even in the playoffs, and then they just magically jumped up to first place. They didn't make the finals, but you like they still got something. They still a young team. So the following year they made the finals. And then I mean I'm not saying it's going to happen with the Spurs, but most likely it might happen with the Spurs too. And
It
like
might.
2 years ago, I mean, I think they had like the same record for the last 2 years, but when we got hurt last year, and we kind of see
Hmm.
a glimpse of what they can be together. And then even when he was hurt, and even though they was losing, you like they not losing by a lot. It's not like they was
Nah,
getting blown out and stuff like that. So you like, damn, if Wimby was playing, this would be a totally different game. I
absolutely.
so we Wimby finally played a majority of the season um this year. And he was healthy majority of the season. So we see the outcome of that. So
Hmm.
I don't yeah. I like seeing that improvement from teams. So once again, I don't mind the different teams winning every year, but a good dynasty. I don't mind a good dynasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talk about, of course, you know what I'm saying, my Patriots, you know what I'm saying? You go about my Patriots. You go to baseball, you talk about somebody like the Knicks. I mean, not the Knicks, the Yankees, Red Sox, um,
Hmm.
like
Right now, the Dodgers.
Dodgers. Whew, that boy over there. So I don't mind. I don't mind a little dynasty. And dynasties don't have to be winning every year. Like
Yeah.
Spurs was a dynasty, and they was going to the finals every other year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Hmm.
it's stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
but let's go ahead and get into it, man. The NBA Finals, unfortunately, is over. Um, New York Knicks, man, are the NBA champions after a 53-year drought after defeating the San Antonio Spurs 4-1. Jalen Brunson was named the Finals MVP. Knicks took game one, 105-95. The Knicks took game two, 105-104. Spurs took game three, 115-111. Knicks took game four, 107-106. And then they won game five in San Antonio, 94-90. So before we get into the criticism and everything like that, I'm gonna start off with the praise first. So I'm gonna praise. I want to praise Jalen. I want to praise the New York Knicks first. So shout out to the New York Knicks for finally getting it done. They was calling y'all the Dallas Cowboys or the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Knicks for finally getting it done after all these years. Shout out to Jalen Brunson for um just shutting the doubters up. Well, one,
Yeah.
let me rewind back. I want to apologize. I want to apologize to the Knicks because I really didn't have a lot of faith in y'all throughout the season. Y'all was up and down a little bit. And you know what I'm saying? I wasn't necessarily running with the narrative of a small guard can't lead a team because
Hmm.
I'm small myself. And I always go stand up for my small guys.
Absolutely.
Always stand up for my
Absolutely.
small guys. So I wasn't really running with that narrative, but just like those first three games, well, not yeah, those first three games of that Knicks and Atlanta series, I was like, yeah, gonna be a long playoffs for the Knicks. I don't think they gonna get it done this year.
Yeah.
I was doubting y'all, but then y'all turned it up, and I was questioning. I was like, are the Knicks really does good,
Hmm.
and did we really over underestimate them
Hmm.
playoffs? So I want to apologize on my behalf for my doubt of y'all making it to the finals because even then I said whoever was going to come out the West was going to win the finals. So I want to apologize for me because I didn't believe in y'all, but y'all got it done, man. Jalen Brunson, already mentioned, he was Finals MVP, 32.6 points, 4.6 assists, 4.2 rebounds, and he was 38.9. Excuse me,
Yeah.
38.9 percentage from the 3 point. Definitely want to give a shout out to OG as well. Um, I, I didn't recall, but he did, even though he's a two-time champion, he was out
Hmm.
that
That tire
entire
run.
series of the Raptors. I forgot all about that. So this is like his first real finals run.
Hmm.
OG. So definitely want to give a shout out to him. 21.2 points, 4.8 rebounds, 52.5 field goal percentage, and a 50% from 3 point. Like that's crazy. Like he was really hooping. Like he was automatic. Like
He
if
was.
the last game five
Mm.
was really going to determine, in my opinion, game five was going to determine the finals MVP. But
Yeah,
Brunson really closed that thing out with 45 points, man. He just snapped out there. I guess I
he
can give a
did.
shout out to Cat too. The first two games, he was real impactful, and I would say more on the defensive side. Like he had
Hmm.
Wimby, like yeah, Wimby lost out there. Like he really went away from the game plan. Like Cat was really out there defending. Um, and
Yeah.
towards the end of the series, he really didn't do much. He didn't really do much in game five either. Um,
No.
I definitely want to give a shout out to Coach Mike Brown. Um,
Hmm.
they brought you in, got rid of Tibbs, brought you in, and you proved why you was a good coach. Like his journey, I was looking at this post. Hell of a journey, by the way. Um, and it was like a full circle moment. It's crazy because it's like a full circle moment for Mike Brown. So this is his journey. So he started as an assistant coach under Pop, 2000,
Hmm.
2003. Um, of course, part of that finals win in 2003. Then he became the assistant coach for the Pacers. And then he became the head coach of the Cleveland, which he led them to the 2007 finals. That's who they faced. San Antonio Spurs. Guess what?
Yep.
Um, fired from Cleveland in 2010, became the head coach of the Lakers. 2011, fired, and that was another one too. It was fired after 5 games in his second season. And
Yep.
yeah, I didn't know what was going on with that. Then he became head coach of Cleveland again, fired after just one season. Then he became the assistant coach for the Warriors, won 3 NBA championships under Steve Kerr. Then he was hired as head coach for the Sacramento Kings. 107 to 88 record. As his time there was the 2022-2023 coach of the year. And guess who? In
Hmm.
my opinion, this is not factual. I'm just speaking from my opinion.
Hmm.
He Aaron Rozier Fox. Um, got Mike Brown fired
Yeah.
because of his comments that he had on because of the comments he had on Fox in
Yeah.
a certain game. And then of course Tibbs got fired. He became the head coach for the New York Knicks and then led them to the championship in a 53-year drought. So shout out to Mike Brown, man. Honestly,
Hmm.
like we just look at the difference. We just look at what stood out between the Knicks and the Spurs. Of course, you can talk about youth, you can talk about inexperience, but at the end of the day, like, is who? I'm either better than you or not. But I
Yeah.
think what stood out most is the coaching. So definitely want to give a shout out to Mike Brown. So do you got any shout outs? Or can we go ahead and get into the criticism?
I say we the only thing about Cat I want to do shout out is, he's overcame a lot.
For sure.
He's overcame a lot as a person, had a lot going on. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them who kept calling him soft. Just, you
Me
know,
too.
but it's like it's cool to still see him succeed. Do I still think that he needs to play more aggressive? Yes, and I think this playoff series showed that he can.
Uh-huh.
I just need that switch to be on a little bit more, but congratulations, my guy, and rest in peace to your mom.
Yes.
That's and the other members of your family who passed during COVID too. So
I
this was
know.
big for him. This was big for Papa Cat. Like, so mad respect to him. Mad respect to
Go ahead, give y'all an applause, man. Applause for the Knicks, man. Applause for the Knicks. But
him.
nah, yeah, I definitely second that. I was definitely one of the ones that was calling Kets off, but we never really questioned his his talent or anything like that. We just wanted him to be more aggressive on the
Absolutely.
like that. But we knew what he could do. We knew what he could produce on the court and everything like that. So we was when the trade first happened, we was kind of waiting until we was like, was this an even trade?
Hmm.
With him going to the Knicks, JR going to the Wolves, and then after a certain amount of games, we was like, all right, we can see like who really won this trade, and then ultimately
Yeah.
we can now see that the Knicks definitely won that trade. Cat was a big piece, and then he kind of sacrificed a little bit for the Knicks. He wasn't really sure. I know in the season he wasn't really sure of his role and what role he needs to play for the Knicks. And I know they had a him and Mike Brown had a conversation about that. And after that specific conversation, I can't really remember when all of this
Hmm.
happened, but after that conversation, it seemed like they started clicking more and everything like
Yeah.
that. So definitely want to give a shout out. But that's what it is of being a professional basketball player. Like uh,
Yeah.
you can adjust to whatever system that you're in. Like we brought you in because we know that you can fill the spot and you can play this specific role. You don't necessarily have to be. It's a team sport, so you don't have to be the guy. Like
Hmm.
when it's your moment, it's your moment. We're gonna feed you the ball.
Absolutely.
Gonna feed you the ball. You can eat. You can do what you need to do. But some is a team sport. Sometimes
Hmm.
you just have to dial down a little bit and just play whatever role that you need to play to win the game, whether that's on
Yeah.
the offensive end or the defensive end. But yeah, definitely
Hmm.
shout out to Cat.
Yeah.
Since that's out the way, let's go ahead and start calling these people one on one down to the altar so we can get them a few words.
I'm weak.
Um,
Not down to the altar.
down to the altar because they need a few words. We may need to touch them, Paul, but we may need to lay our hands on them just a little bit, because they
Yeah.
need it. I want to start off with, and I'll let you go first. I want to start,
Okay.
uh, Mitch Johnson.
Hmm.
Let's start off with Mitch Johnson. How do you feel about his coaching in the series?
Bad adjustments. And I think that this is what happens when you, I think that coaches have to have a fair degree of letting your players figure it out and also when to step in. I think you didn't do enough of either or. You didn't, when they was in a flow state, you would take them out of it. And when they needed structure, you didn't give it. And I think that was a NBA Finals coach mistake, first time there mistake. Don't let it happen again, fam. Um, that's really it. I just think that he did not pick his right moments to sit back, and he did not pick his right moments to go, no, this is what we're doing.
Bro, the and I can't speak because we can't speak because we're not an NBA coach. But
Yeah.
as fans looking at the game, as people who love the game of basketball, the people who know a good degree of the game of basketball, you sit back and look at the Spurs, and you can tell the specific moments where we knew the game was going to switch into the Knicks' favor.
Hmm.
They had a double digit lead in the first quarter of every game. What was it, game 4? You had the biggest lead in the finals. Well, not the finals in history, but y'all had the biggest lead in that series of 29.
Hmm.
And y'all allowed the Knicks to come back. Well, first, y'all was making history that first half. I think
Yeah.
y'all had 14. You had the 14 threes in the half or something like that. I think that was a record. I think Harper might have had a record
Yeah.
first half or something like that. It was like 2 or 3 records that y'all had in NBA Finals history in that first
Hmm.
half. And then y'all just want to continue to make history, but then y'all flip the switch and was like, nah, let's go on the other side of history. let's allow the Knicks to come back from 29 and,
Hmm.
and win this game. But you can't always blame it with stuff like that. When you have leads like that in all these games, Hold on, give me 1 second so I fix the if. Um, when you have leads like that in these games, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Oh shit, my headphones tripping. All right, we good now. Um,
Right.
when you have these leads like this in every single game, it has to come down to coaching. Like
Mm-hmm.
not making any adjustments. You're not making any adjustments on the fly. When you get in these predicament. And then like the last game, like I know motherfuckers get tired, but Knicks go on the run. They get down by 2, and you take Wemby out the game
Mm-hmm.
early on in the series. Early on in the series, I don't know if it was game 1 or game 2, whatever it was. Probably all the games, honestly. Harper, Harper out that motherfucker cooking.
Yeah.
Harper is cooking. I think, and you mentioned this, just taking players out at the wrong moment. Like if the
Mm-hmm.
players is on fire, like the players on the road, keep them in the game, keep the momentum going. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care about this. And this is what apologies coming to play that I hate. I don't care if you got this motherfucker on the bench that make a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
He doing nothing in this game right now to help us win.
Yeah.
You allow your rookie to stay in the game. Let him go ahead and get that experience because he's your future. And he's the one that's not playing like bullshit at the moment. You put
Yeah.
him in the game, you allow him to cook. And also, I know Wemby is the star or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if Harper is cooking, you start running your offense through Harper.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a lot of coaching mistakes that I've seen watching the game. And then when you just talk about the players itself, we'll get to specific players in a few. But I was looking at a lot of just different, just high school mistakes.
Yeah.
like, like people can say all they want is like, all right, they young, um, inexperienced or whatever. But it's like, how long y'all been playing basketball? The mistakes that y'all making are high school mistakes.
Yeah.
Y'all are at this level for a reason because y'all learn from those specific mistakes that y'all was
Mm-hmm.
making prior in y'all basketball career. You don't take
Mm-hmm.
those dumb mistakes that y'all was doing in the high school and bring them to the NBA at the highest level. It's
Mm-hmm.
like what changed? Like when y'all game, it seemed like every other series besides OKC, y'all say, all right, when we get to OKC, we're gonna game plan we're gonna game
Yeah.
plan, we're gonna learn how to contain SGA, we're gonna take everybody else, you know what I'm saying, out that game. But got to New York, it's like, fuck it, we're just gonna just go out there and wing it. I didn't really
Yeah.
see no type of game plan in regards to the finals at
Yeah.
all. Like that, it just did not make sense to me. And you
I
probably
agree.
something I don't know if you seen something different or whatever, but I didn't really see any type of game plan of how to
I didn't.
slow down Jalen Brunson. Like he was
Mm-hmm.
just getting to whatever he want. And you can't do much with the threes because we already know he's uh a better shooter than SGA. But
Yeah.
hey, y'all was just letting him get to the left side of the court anytime that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Really no help defense coming to help out. Like Harper did okay. Well, Harper probably did the best when he was guarding Brunson, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but Harper probably did the best on Brunson. Of course, Brunson
Yeah.
do what he do, but
He
it's
did
like
his
he didn't
best.
have no defensive schemes, and like the on ball defense that I was looking at is like, bro, how many pump fakes y'all gonna go for? Like
Yeah.
what where am I teaching? I feel like I'm coaching wrong of all the mistakes that I've seen in the game. It's like y'all are jumping for everything.
Everything.
Y'all
Literally
jumping for
everything.
everything, bro. Like it just did not make sense to me of all the mistakes that was going on. It was just, I mean, it's just I'm glad the Knicks won because they just played the best basketball majority of the playoffs.
Yeah. They
That's why
did.
That's why I'm glad the Knicks won. Like if San Antonio won, it's like, bro, it's like this is an ugly win. And it's scary in
Mhm.
the sense if San Antonio would have won playing like that. But it's like, bro, yeah, the Knicks just it was just a smarter team, had the better coach, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree. I completely agree.
The next person I need to come down to the altar is Victor Wembanyama.
Oh man.
Come on down. Um, as the star player, you definitely gotta put a lot of the blame um on Wemby. Um, Me personally, I think he could have done more in the paint area. It was a lot of times where he was just shooting unnecessary threes in the series. I think it was I want to say game four. It was I think it was towards the end of game four. He shot a three, missed it. It was a long rebound. He got it back. The shot clock went back up to 14. He shot that motherfucker right away and missed that motherfucker again. And I think it was another pivotal moment. Probably I think it was I want to say game two. Yeah, I think it was game two where they was up. They had momentum and he had shot a corner three. That motherfucker hit like the top of the goddamn backboard or some shit like that. And I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Just messing up. And we talk about this in middle school a lot. Like momentum plays are is real important. You have to know how to
Hmm.
capitalize on momentum plays. Like when the momentum is on your side, of course you're not gonna make everything, but you can't do nothing dumb to completely get y'all out of rhythm. Like it was just certain plays that
Absolutely.
it was just certain stuff that they was doing that was just uncharacteristic of what I've seen in previous series. Like they were just doing
Hmm.
dumb stuff. And just his mistakes of that game two, just throwing it to Harper. I mean not Harper, Castle.
Hmm.
People got different views. Some people blame Wimby, some people blame Castle because they didn't necessarily want Wimby to dribble up court, but it's like at that point, it's still Wimby. Like you the one that passed the ball, so the blame got to go to you. And
Yeah.
when you had the opportunity to get a game winner, we settled for the jump shot. Fuck the three. We just settled for the
Yeah.
jump shot. Yeah, and then just down the stretch in these games, you kind of disappeared on us, bro.
Yeah.
You kind of disappeared on us, bro. So this all season, bro, we gotta work on getting stronger. Like
Yeah.
you should anytime you touch the paint, it should be automatic. Your shot in the paint should be like Kareem skyhook. No one can contest your shot, bro. Just get a foot in the paint every time and shoot the ball. We don't need you shooting threes like that. I need you to touch the paint every time. Work inside out. Establish your dominance inside, and then you go back to the 3-point line. But we need you to establish dominance in the paint first, my guy.
Yeah.
Like, I understand this is your second full year in the league, which is scary. And you get a lot of,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? You getting a lot of negative criticism going your way. But I'm gonna speak on that after we finish all of this because I'm tired of surface sports pot. Look, I'm tired of a lot of commentating going on in the sports world. So we're gonna discuss that a little bit later. But back to
Yeah.
we have to do better, bro.
Yeah.
And I know you 7'4", so it's like you think you dribbling low, but you can't split the defense, bro. You can't split the defense, bro.
No,
You 7'4". Your dribbles ain't low. So
not at
we gonna
all.
get that every time. Every time. So yeah, I know you was with Jamal Crawford, but that ain't really the person you need to be with.
No,
You
no.
are in the Spurs organization. Why haven't you been in the gym with David Robinson and Tim
Hmm.
Duncan?
Yeah.
That's the motherfuckers
I
you
think that's who next. I think that's who next.
that's the motherfuckers you need to be in the gym with. Like, Come on, man. What you got
Yeah.
on Wemby, bro? I don't want to take too much time.
My only thing is I think that there is very fair criticism for Wemby, but I will also say fatigue was a factor because his backup barely played. Another that goes back to the coaching era.
Oh,
And
back to
it's like, go ahead. I
back to the
get it. I
what
get
the
it.
why did we put so much trust in Luke Cornett? This whole series, he was not a factor at all. But fuck the people that had, like, of course he won with Boston. He really didn't have much to do with that.
Yeah.
But why not go to Harrison Barnes? Like, and then you put Carter in the game for 5 minutes, and then he don't play no other minutes at all. So what's even the point of putting him in the game? Like, if he's not gonna really be one of your
Yeah.
key players on the court, what's the point of putting in the game for 5 minutes and say, "Ah, you did good, Ricky. Now go sit your ass down." Like,
Yeah.
you can give, and that was another thing with Mike Brown too. When Cat got in trouble, and then you couldn't really depend on Robinson in the game because of fouls and his free throw percentage or whatever. He started putting motherfuckers in the game. He started mismatch. We didn't expect Alvarado and Brunson to be on the court at the same time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He gave you different looks. Motherfucker, Mitch, give us different looks. Like, they
Yeah.
keep playing because you play the same rotation every single time. I feel like Mason Plumlee or fucking Kelly Olynyk,
Olenek.
they could have probably did more than fucking Luke Cornett was doing out there on the fucking court. Give us some different looks, bro. Like, what are
Yeah.
we doing?
It's he had that good series against OKC and they over relied on him. That was just it.
God. They did
That was just it.
because they didn't have they're like Hardenstein a little bit, but they wasn't as aggressive. They ain't
Yeah.
aggressive like Cat and Robinson is, or OG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they different players, totally
They
different.
are. And I was looking up some of the percentages and the things that are the things. The percentages mainly in the paint and the shot attempts in the paint. Yama's late game percentage is garbage this playoff series. It is significantly a drop off from how he starts the game. And that is due to fatigue. Your star player shouldn't be playing unless it's garbage time and it's close game and it's next bucket wins. Like he should not have played as much as he has at the end of quarters two and the end of quarters four because you played him so much in the beginning of one and three. So the fatigue is not his fault because you can be in great human condition and still get tired. But that does go back to coaching. But it's still one of those things too where it's like, it's Victor, your job in those moments is like, hey, don't run it through me. Like, let me conserve my energy on the defensive end because we got other guys who can put the ball in the hoop. This isn't Allen Iverson in the finals against the Lakers, where he was the main person who could put the ball in the hoop. Like, that's where Wemby should have been like, nope, running for Castle, running for Harper. Like, Fox not shooting good. Like, let him drive and I'll come get it and lay it up, something. But that's where you, as the star player, go, nah, I'm gonna give what I got left to defense, and you all need to score.
Nice. And
That's all I got.
that goes back to the coaching too, because it's like, and people, I see people talking about, he's young, and of course he's young. I feel like his body is pure. He probably don't drink or anything like that. He probably don't do anything negative to his body. So of course, like, being young like that, you should be able to go out there and just be on the court for a long period of time. But like, when you playoffs is different. Like, when you going through all that physicality, like, motherfuckers literally beating you up almost every possession, like that changes things. Like, so anybody that's sitting on the couch and telling Wimby, "Oh, you young, you should be able to play through it," motherfucker, he was only playing 29 minutes per game in the regular
Hmm.
season, which I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, at this point, like, he should
You
he
had a 40-year-old LeBron playing more.
like he should at least been playing, like, if we wasn't gonna play that much, at least play him 34, 35
Yeah.
minutes a game. Like, get his body
Yeah.
right. So the minute leap the amount of minutes that he's played in the playoffs can come easier
Hmm.
for him. But just playing him 29 minutes per game in the regular season, bro, is like, what y'all really doing over there? Like,
Yeah.
that don't make no sense, bro. Yeah, but women do better. Um, Next person that need to come down to the altar, in my opinion. Fox, come talk to me, my guy. As
Yeah.
the how you say like the bean, we might ship your ass playing like that. You might go back because it feel like you was feel like you a New York Knicks. I feel like you got a secret contract and you got something going on with the New York Knicks the way you was playing this goddamn series, my boy. And what the fuck was you doing at the end of the Timberwolves series where you hurt your goddamn ankle before the OKC series even started? Anyway, let's ask that question because I know y'all won't practicing hard like that. Why would you be practicing hard like that going into the next series? What the fuck
Yeah.
was you doing to get a high sprain ankle injury anyway, my guy? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Um, and before I get on you, Fox, um, and this is why I only listen. Like I be trying to give some people to the benefit of the doubt when it comes to you when people talking about basketball. Like I only listen to certain people, especially when you talk about just certain coaches, certain mentors that I got when it comes to basketball. But some of y'all people that never played basketball, I should say, never made a basketball team because a lot of people play basketball.
Yeah.
A lot of people that never made a basketball team just turn the mic off. Just turn the
Yeah.
mic off. Yeah, I think you had a conversation with this person before. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say names. Um,
Hmm?
Ira. um,
Yeah, fuck
um,
them. Sorry. Oh,
I don't want to
always.
question your IQ or anything like that. We all know what we know when it comes to
Yes.
basketball, but sometimes you have to experience situations to get the knowledge. You
Hmm.
can't just look at other experiences. You have to be in the experience to get the knowledge of certain situations.
Yeah.
And we ain't at the level yet when it comes, when I say we, I mean me and my coaching staff at Prince of we ain't at the level yet that we want to be, but we've been
Hmm.
coaching for a long time. We've been coaching for a long time at this point. So we kind of been in coach certain situations and everything like that. Um that play Fox did in game 4 was a stupid play.
It was.
And you not and I don't you not gonna say that that's the right play every time. And then say any and every hooper in that situation would have done the same thing when that's not the case.
That's not the case.
That's never the case. This is professional basketball. We coach
Hmm.
this in middle school and high school in certain situations. If you up one, we ain't trying to look for the, especially when less than 15 seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
We
It's
ain't
about
trying to look.
protecting the ball.
We ain't trying to look for the score. We dribbling that motherfucker out.
Hmm.
For you to say that every hooper in that intense situation would do that, that just speaks on your IQ. You haven't
Yeah.
experienced that.
Yes.
That's not that's not your fault.
And if I may,
Go ahead.
that's why he gets on my fucking nerves, is because he's been like this since I've known him. Of he thinks he know every goddamn thing, and he doesn't. He doesn't. So this is personally for you, bro. Fuck you. And yes, I know I said something very foul to you and disrespectful, and I was wrong for that. But this right here. I apologize for that. I'm not apologizing for this. Fuck you, because you think you know every fucking thing. You're a fucking know-it-all. You think you're just this brilliant motherfucker. You're not. You're good at the shit you do. You ain't good at this shit. That comment lets me know you only watch this shit and you don't watch this shit. You just watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't watch this shit. You just watch this shit. Ooh, I can't stand you. I can't. I can't fucking stand him. But aside from that, bad play, dumb play, you
Uh,
messed up.
all around.
What the hell, De'Aaron Fox?
It's a bad play all around. But for you to say any hooper, that speaks on you because we ain't just hoop. Well, they ain't just hooping. This is professional basketball in the NBA Finals.
This ain't the park outside. This ain't the
Veteran-
YMCA.
As a veteran point guard, you've been in these situations. We practice these situations. So it don't matter if it's the NBA Finals. It don't matter if it's the Olympics. We know what's the right play in that moment. So you to say that, and then you try to debate me and anybody else that was under the comments um, about that specific play, just lets me know where your IQ level is at.
Yes,
And
they
you know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying? And I ain't saying you don't know anything about basketball, but I'm just saying we know different. We know a little bit. I know a little bit more than you when it comes to basketball. Um, and then I was gonna do it like at some point I just stopped commenting because I knew like it wasn't gonna get anywhere. But
No.
I was gonna send you some clips of just different situations similar to that.
Hmm.
I was gonna ask you, would CP3 do something like that? And
No.
then I was gonna send you a clip of the GOAT point guard himself, Magic Johnson, saying Fox shouldn't have done that. And then I was gonna send you a clip of like a fucking 10-year-old doing the opposite in the same situation where his teammate got the ball, threw it down court, and he dribbled around and they fouled him. And guess what? They was up 1 point. And he could have laid it up. But no. Let's just do
Hmm.
let's just get to the line. No, free throws not
Yep.
guaranteed. But guess what? It's the right play.
Yes, it is.
It's the right play. You run time off the clock because we ain't trying to let them get the ball back. Because if he would have, let's just say he made the layup, it's still
Hmm.
10 seconds on the clock. Y'all defense won't reliable all fucking second half.
Nope.
So why would we give them a chance to run a set play with 10 seconds on the clock? Not five, not four. Give them a chance to run a set play with 10 seconds on the clock. Come on, bro. Let's be real,
To
man.
either tie the game
We'll
or
talk hoop.
pressure us to score.
We gonna talk hoop. We gonna talk hoop, bro.
But
It's
see, and that's the shit now, because we live in an era, we live in an era, Derek, where people think that they know every fucking thing. People think they know how to animate shows better than other animators. People think they know how to write music better than other music artists. People think they know stuff like this better than anybody. And the only smart thing Iris ever says that Kobe's the GOAT. I'm not gonna argue with that. But even I disagree with it, I'm not gonna argue with it because he's my favorite player all the time. But that objectively was not the right play. And I don't want to spend too much time on it. I don't want to argue about it. I just want to say that was a dumbass thing to say that it wasn't a bad play because it was. There was no need for you to do that, and you did it. And that goes back to what Derek was saying earlier of that's a high school, middle school mistake. But even then, there's proof of middle schoolers not making the same mistake.
right. And I'm gonna keep it at that. But back to you, Fox. Your ass was shitty all goddamn series. We needed you to step up and make this a goddamn 7 game series. Like we could blame it on a so-called injury. If you injured, get the fuck off the court, bro. We don't need it. It's the finals. We don't need that excuse, bro. And I'm not saying you making the excuse. I'm just saying this was other people making the excuse for you. If you're injured, we don't need you on the court, bro. And it's not like the shots that you was missing was highly contested, bro. A lot of the shots you was in the paint. It was your shot that you always made this season, previous seasons. Like it was your shot, bro. But we needed you to step up. And it's going back to Mitch. You see Fox not doing what he needs to do, bro. Put him on the bench, bro. And you died on that hill. They asked you after game 4 some question, and you was like, "Well, we're gonna put the ball. Fox gonna have the ball in his hands at the end of the quarter next game too." You died on that hill, bro. I understand as a coach, we need to believe in our players and everything like that, but you probably could have another answer in regards to that. Like,
Yeah,
come on, bro. Like
you could
we
have just said we got to make some adjustments.
not yeah, we need to make some adjustments. I believe in Fox. I believe that he can do better next game. And to say we're gonna put the ball in his hands, you already had your mind made up. You already had your mind made up where you gonna pit Harper on the bench or you gonna go away from him. And it's like at the end of that game 5, y'all went away from Harper, even though he played more minutes in that fourth quarter. Y'all went away from Harper. Like he didn't really have
Hmm.
that ball in his hand. And of course, we can throw blame on him too. I think it was like a 9. I think it was 90 to 88, and he had missed the layup, like the layup that he would always that he made majority of the time. We could probably put blame on that too, but we're gonna go back to the Spurs. Y'all should have been down anyway. Y'all should have been down anyway. And then Fox, you were just making. It was a lot of turnovers that you was making as a veteran point guard, bro. We have to keep. You have
Hmm.
to control the ball. You have to control the pace. You have to get your teammates in order as a point guard, as the veteran point guard. You're the only one. Well, not the only one, but you have in that like starting the key players that was on the court. You have the most experience on that.
Hmm.
We
And can I
needed you.
add to this was De'Aaron Fox, his percentages in that whole series. 25% from three and 34% from the field. Over the 5 games he played, he made 24 of 70 shots, 7 out of 28 three-pointers, and he only averaged 12.8 points a game, which we know you can do better than. His best game was game 2, where he shot 66% from the field and 100% from three, but he only shot two three-pointers. And the other 6 shots was layups. I think layups and a jumper. So if he would have had a game like game 2, the rest of the series, maybe we still got a game this week, Derek. Maybe, maybe.
That don't even speak to the dumb turnovers that he had in some of those games, bro.
No, and he also led in turnovers in the series from any other player. He was number one. Do you know who the second player was? Another Spurs player by the name of Stefan Castle.
I say. Oh, he next too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get on him next. Yeah, Fox, man. Spurs needed you, bro. The Spurs needed you down the stretch. They got you because you that veteran point guard. You supposed to be taking Castle and Harper under your wing, showing them the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Show them how's it done. You former Mr. Clutch Player of the Year. I think you was the first Clutch Player of the Year when the award came out. We
Yep.
needed that. The Spurs needed that, bro. And you disappeared on us. So yeah.
Yeah. And I will say, I said that was the last thing. This is the last thing.
Go ahead.
I do think he was hurt, but you can play hurt. You can't play injured.
You know what I'm
So if
saying?
you was injured, sit your ass out. It happens. But if you was hurt and you want to play, you better play.
But being hurt don't take away the IQ plays that you're getting,
Exactly.
bro. Like
It doesn't. That play that you fucked up, that did not involve you being in pain.
shit was terrible. Oh, next person I need to come down to the altar, man. Castle. I need to come down to the castle. Even though you had that clutch 3-pointer in game 3, to pretty much seal the deal for the win, bro. I don't and your defense is pretty good, I should say. But it's just certain things about your offensive game that I don't like. You're not the best. You're not the best shooter. You have a decent mid range. And you made some hell of a some hell of a like layups, contested layups in the series, but that 3-point shot ain't you yet. Like you need to work on that. Um and you do too much dribbling for me. Just too
Yeah.
much dribbling. You get in the paint and then you stop. That's another high school mistake. They tell us if you get into the paint, you better know what you're gonna do. You're either gonna about to score or you know who to pass it to. You get in the paint and then you stop and then you look, you try to pass it back out to the perimeter, or you just chuck up a crazy shot. Try to sell the call when there's not no call. Like we just got to do better on the offensive end. We got to do better ball handling. Of course, in the OKC series, you had 20 turnovers in that first two games. Of course, we Fox came back, so your turnovers cut down. But it's still some things you need to work on in regards to penetrating to the basket and either scoring or playmaking for your teammates. But you can't just dribble the ball like 24-second shot clock. You probably dribble the ball about 16 seconds of that goddamn shot clock with nowhere to
Yeah.
go. Like we can't do that, bro. We can't do that. You got anything on Castle?
The only thing is just play better.
That's
That's really all I got. Just play better because you're capable, and that's all
You
I got.
didn't show it that last game either, bro. You was like 0 for 7 for a long time. I think you got your first field goal on that dunk, that putback dunk, in the fourth quarter, bro. Like they needed you, they needed you, in game 5, bro. But you disappeared on us. The last person I want to come down to the altar, bro. I'm sorry to do this, man. Our 434 brother. Keldon Johnson, bro.
Ah. Oh, can I take this one first?
Go ahead, bro.
Please. Trade him. um, I'm sorry. I like him as a player. I think that he did have moments in that OKC game where he played better. However, and I know he's six man of the year, I get that. I still think the Spurs should cut their losses and trade him. Trade him, trade him to Milwaukee, get Bobby Portis and Kevin Porter Jr. so you have a guard who's not afraid to protect the ball because Kevin Porter Jr. does three things well. He can score, he makes smart decisions, and he plays. He shows up. I think that's kind of reliable right now, especially if you have De'Aaron Fox, who actually has been hurt quite a bit this past season. And he can run the point. You fix those two things right there. Then you get Bobby Portis, a momentum player. He can hit the three. He shoots very well from the field, and he can defend and get some boards. Good energy guy, good locker room guy. Trade Keldon for both of them and a second round pick. And Keldon, enjoy your time in Milwaukee, brother. You know your sister gonna have to travel farther, but that's okay. She gonna still look nice in her outfits. It's just gonna be green this time instead of black. But it's all right. It's okay.
Yeah,
We'll miss you. But other than that, I think that you did not show up against your matchups very well. Josh Hart was bullying you.
yeah,
Like you, what 6'9"? Josh Hart 6'5". You got 4 inches over him. You should not be getting out hustled and outplayed by Josh Hart. Should not be, but you did.
yeah.
Of course, you couldn't do nothing on the perimeter when OG was guarding you. You couldn't guard OG.
Yeah. And that's what I see, that's like your role. You supposed to come in the game. Well, what I've seen this season, you supposed to come in the game. You supposed to be that like that defensive presence to help the Spurs out. He wasn't really that effective on the defensive end, and he wasn't making any shots on the offensive end. Like those corner threes that you have open, bro. We need you to hit that every time, like every single time. And there was a couple times throughout the series where you got the offensive rebound, couple times, pick that motherfucker up, ball, could just go over the goal. And then you falling on the ground. And guess what happens when you start falling on the ground? It leads to a 5-on-4 back the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we you disappeared on us, bro. Six man of the year. I think I forgot your average, but every your average with your average in the playoffs, I think you drop like 2 to 4 points down, and then in the finals you drop down again. You wasn't averaging that much in the season itself. So for you
Mm-hmm.
from the season to the finals, for you to drop down like six, you on your Jalen Duren type shit, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
points per game went down drastically. We need
Drastic.
we needed all of those points. But that's and then that's why I'm gonna just end it with giving a shout out to Harper. If San Antonio would have won this goddamn finals, my vote is Harper.
I think
I
that's
seen
fair.
somebody and I seen somebody say it, and I don't necessarily believe because I feel like Wimby, we ain't see the best. I mean, it's Wimby's second full year, so we ain't really see Wimby's full potential yet. But I seen somebody say Harper is the Kobe to Wimby's Shaq. And
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Harper is going to be a star in this league. Like his ceiling is is crazy. Just from
It
what I've
is.
seen, like his maturity, like the way he play, from what I've seen in his playoffs, and coming off the bench itself, like that boy has a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see like his future. So shout
Same.
out to Harper, bro.
Same.
Shout out
And
to Harper.
that, I was gonna add to it. Keep it up, bro.
Keep it
That's it.
up.
Just keep it up.
That's it. Who you do you think? So what? Last question on the Spurs. What's in your opinion? What's next for them? What moves? Who's untouchable? What moves should they make?
Untouchable. Um, Castle and Harper. I told you trade Keldon Johnson. Just trade him. Sorry, brother. Just trade. Trade him to Milwaukee. Go get Bobby Portis and Kevin Porter Jr. You know, go ahead and get them because Kevin Porter Jr. could also play 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I think
he's a scorer.
he's a scorer. He can
But
facilitate. He defends. I think he gives you everything that right now Fox may not consistently. And he's also significantly younger than Harrison Barnes. No offense by Harrison Barnes. Um,
no offense either. I mean, the only way I see them keeping Harrison Barnes just for that vet minimum, just had that vet presence on the bench.
that's it.
That's the only reason why I see keeping him. But
That's it.
uh,
And then go. Um, Wimby personally, I understand like his frame. Continue to go get stronger. He can be stronger and not put on a bunch of muscle. It happens with people. So still go build your core up more. Build your strength up, specifically your lower body strength. Get your 7'4".
his lower
You
body, bro. His
build up.
he's in guard should be pushing you out off the block, bro.
That's it. Go build up your lower body strength. Like mainly that. And Greg Popovich be in every film session. And when every film session and when
I need Pop behind the bench. Fuck being up top. I need Pop behind the bench.
no,
Like
I need him to have a headset like this to NFL.
this shit, bro.
Like be there, run this shit more than what you've been doing. And the coach, I ain't gonna say his name. I'm just gonna call him Terrence Howard because he looked like Terrence Howard, but like um go rewatch this finals and watch what you didn't do. Go study your play calling, lack of. Go study yourself this summer. Watch that series because that is your goal. Is not to just get back, but to do better than that.
Thanks.
And Pop, if you need to, throw your cane at. Just
Thanks.
one good time. Just right, like don't hit him like in his face. Don't hit him like where his children's is. Like, hit him right in the gut with it.
Yeah, no
Pow!
bruises you can see.
That's it. No bruise you can see, like right under the belly button. One of these, like that, like one of these, that's it. A couple of those.
That goddamn knee.
But it's like you hit him right in the knee, and like enough to get his attention and him to rub it. Like, dang, that hurt. But
Yeah,
not,
you know that
yeah.
sting.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just enough of the. That's it. A
Uh-huh.
little like, damn. Like, that's it. Give him that, and then that's all I got. That's all I got.
Nah, yeah, I ain't got much to add to that. I think another person that I wouldn't mind the Spurs keeping is probably for sale.
That's fair.
For sale. Champagne, I think he can go. Like
Yeah,
for defensive purposes. Like, of course, he has some good games where his 3 point, but anytime Jalen Brunson seen him, it was green.
yeah.
He not there every time he got on Jalen Brunson. So I think they could find another piece. I was randomly thinking today, I was like, shit, send fucking send Fox to Portland and get Drew Holiday back.
There we go. Get Drew. It all goes back to Drew Holiday.
Drew
Everybody
Holiday
see.
is a key piece, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Imagine Drew Holiday, Castle, and Harper on the floor for your defense, and then you got Wimmy back there, and then you add a four like a Bobby Portis. Like, imagine that shit, bro. Imagine that, bro. Like that'd be dope, bro. That'd be dope to see. But
That's it. Just do that, and then Milwaukee can rebuild that way. Go ahead and trade Giannis to
yeah,
build around Keldon Johnson and Jimmy Butler.
no, hell
I
nah.
was playing.
They gonna be rebuilding for some years, guys.
No, for real. But that's your first move right there. Let us get Bobby Portis. Let's let San Antonio have his last 3 good years. He basically be a mix of Paul Pierce in his last run when he was still knocking them corner threes down with the Clippers.
Oh,
But he still rebounds well and defends well. We got that. That'll work. That'll work. Just do it. Do it for yourselves. Like Keldon, you'll love Milwaukee. Like it's beautiful out there. It'll remind you so much of South Boston and Danville. It really will. It really will. I promise you.
like there,
Like you miss home so much, you're gonna damn near be there. Just
man. Shout out to y'all, man. Man, once again, shout out to the Knicks, man. Y'all deserve this shit. Hopefully y'all have a good season next season as well. Y'all most likely y'all the favorites to come out the East again.
yeah, the Spurs are favorites to win it all now.
I heard. Um Only if they make some changes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, they keep it the same. Of course, they is another year that they grown, but they need something else. They need something else. So women don't have to do much in the paint. Um, but yeah, moving on to our last segment, regional teaching. And I'm gonna hand it over to my brother Aaron.
So I actually got two today. One for the WNBA,
Mhm,
one for the NBA. So I want to start with the WNBA. They say ladies first.
mhm,
So after the recent waiving of, and let me make sure I say her name right, of Haley Van Lilith or Liff, second round overall pick in last year's draft. She was drafted, what's it called? Dang, she was drafted by Dallas. I think it was Dallas. Was it Dallas?
mm, I don't know who she was drafted by, but I know she was on Chicago. So
No, my fault. She was drafted by Chicago, then got waived. Oh, yep, she got waived.
to
Left that team. She went to, it wasn't the Connecticut Sun just yet. Um,
what was it? The new team. It was one of
hmm
the expansion team. It was either
Yep.
Port or it was
Went,
either the other one.
no, my apologies. She got drafted number 11 for overall. I was confusing her with another pretty white girl. My bad. Um, drafted by Chicago Sky number 11 in 2025. She got waived during the overhaul of the team. Of course, people say that, her and Angel weren't getting along. I don't know if that's true or not, and I'm not here to talk about that. But then went to Connecticut Suns, got waived by them. Went to the new team, the Tempo, got waived by them. So a YouTuber who I was watching said the WNBA, he was responding to a comment that said the WNBA needs to expand so lottery picks like this can keep playing, can have a team. He disagreed with it. He doesn't think that an expansion will help. His argument is that the only thing that'll help is more money because you can expand all you want, but if you don't have enough money and you can't pay the players, you're going to keep getting people cut. As well as you're going to keep getting people cut, you're going to suffer from other things outside the business, from everything from the price of a hot dog to courtside seats. So his whole argument of it goes back to money. So expanding will not be the solution if there's also no money coming through. So stars, potential stars like her, will always be waived and cut. And he pointed to her, Deja Kelly, Lexi Brown, who recently just got cut, and numerous others, as well as pointing out that the second overall pick from the 2024 draft has barely played 10 games. So is he reaching or teaching that the WNBA doesn't have an expansion problem, they have a money problem?
I don't know. I kind of see it both ways. I think you can say teaching plus because we can like over the last few years, that's what they've been complaining about. When in regards to the CBA and everything like that, just the amount of money that they've been making or whatever. But you can also say he's reaching because you can see that the new Golden State team is the highest. They got the highest valuation out the WNBA. So the so what they're worth over there is a lot. So it all depends on the market that you're in. Um, and when you get waived by somebody like a Connecticut Sun, like I don't think that's a money issue. That team sucks. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
she can find a spot over there. And then
yeah,
she was traded to the recent expansion team. Um, so I don't know. I can see both, but I'm probably leaning more towards um reaching just because I think like as you can see, like once they expand these expansion teams balling. So you
yeah,
really need your opportunity. And depending on what market you're in, the money is going to be there. It may not be
yeah,
the money that you want, what you think you deserve, but the money is going to be there. Like
yeah,
the money's going to be
yeah,
there regardless, in my opinion. So
yeah.
I'm leaning more towards reaching if I had to give an answer. So
hmm
what you think?
If he would have said it's a scheduling issue more than a money issue, I would have said he's teaching. Because yes, money is a part of it. And I get that. But I think that that's one piece missing is how can we make more money? We got to kind of have more games.
Need more games. I'm about to say you only playing 44 games now. And that was just an
Yeah.
increase off of last year. Like you need more
Yeah.
games.
And I think that's the problem of it's like, hey, we only play 44 games. Like 3 to 5 people on our team will be waived, um, or traded. Out of those 3 to 5 people, at the most three play for another country or another team overseas. Because it's like one sister, well, not sister, she's white, but like one lady, who's from Germany, in the middle of a season, she plays with Germany. So it's no wonder that in a season she'll be on two different teams because they got to clear that cap out. I forget. I know that she played for the Valkyrie. She played for the Sparks, and she's in New York right now at the Liberty. The scheduling is one big problem. You can have more games, which means you can get more money. I'm not, the most business savvy person ever. I just think that that makes sense. So I think the solution is more games.
It's definitely more games and also like when it's still scheduling, but when the games are.
Yeah,
Like it's probably still the same, but it was like maybe like 2-3 years ago. It was even before like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark was a thing. I had turned the channel on and it was doing the start of football season and it was a game on something like that. Um was it a football season? I don't remember. When is WNBA finals?
The WNBA finals, I think, is in September.
Like September, yeah. So it's the start of football season, like during that time. Um, and one of their playoff games.
October, my bad. Early October.
So usually the start of NBA season, usually like the same week of like September or something like that. And like the start of their playoffs was that Sunday. Like you could have scheduled it.
Yeah.
You could have scheduled it that Monday. You could have scheduled that Tuesday. You could have scheduled any time in that week. But
Hmm.
you picked that first playoff game at the start of football season. And we know in America, we know how big football is.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the views is not going to be there at all. So I was like, why would you
Yeah.
schedule the start of y'all playoffs at the beginning of football
Yep.
season? Like that
Because
don't,
that last week of September, everyone's getting ready for, we know what October is about to be.
yeah, like, and once the NBA season ends, majority of males, they look forward to the football season. So it's like, we ain't about to tune into the W at this point. But I think outside of scheduling too, and it could go back to the money, but it also can go back to marketing.
Yeah.
I don't really hear the WNBA when in regards to like the NBA. I can always see the NBA store. Like they always showing jerseys. They always talking about jersey sales, and there's different things you can get from the NBA store. But I don't really see it when it comes to the WNBA. Like I don't
Hmm.
know if their jerseys is selling well or not. I wouldn't even know where to get the jerseys from at this point. I don't know if it's just
Well,
WNBA store.
WNBA.com.
You know what I'm saying? Is it a different site or whatever? But yeah, like scheduling is definitely a scheduling issue to win and how many games that they have. Because if y'all
Yeah.
want more money, shit, give us more games. And
Yeah. More.
it's not like
Yeah.
not selling out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all people was trying to say. I mean, of course, she has a hand in it, but people was giving Caitlin Clark credit, but she ain't got nothing to do with Portland selling out. The expansion team. She ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's
Like,
true.
you know what I'm saying? Fans gonna show up. So go ahead, give them more games, especially if they playing well. You know what I'm saying? So more games would definitely help out. More
Yeah.
games. And then when you get more teams, of course, Houston is buying Connecticut, so the comments
Hmm.
is coming back from that. And I'm not sure how that works, like because Connecticut they have their own franchise. Like,
Yeah.
do their franchises combine with the former Comets? Like, we know how historic
I,
that franchise is. Like, I'm not
yeah.
sure
I
how
think
that.
it's a reverse Supersonics and OKC thing happening.
Yeah, but it's because we don't really because they don't. I mean, when you talk about OKC, they don't necessarily of course it's there, but they don't necessarily talk about Seattle history like that. Cause they was like, if Seattle ever come back, they'll give them their
Yeah.
history. You know what I'm saying? They give them the history back or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe what's another team that because I think Cleveland is on the way.
Cleveland's on the way.
Um,
Houston's on the way back.
Houston,
I
see,
know Charlotte's still in talks.
I think Philly is in talks of a team,
Yeah, Philly is too.
if I'm not mistaken. So maybe yeah, like Philly is a good Philly's a good market.
I think they should have a team in Knoxville.
Knoxville, not Nashville.
I mean Nashville, my bad. Nashville.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think they should have a team in Nashville.
yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go with reaching.
Yeah. That's all. I just think schedule needs some adjustments. Hell, take over NHL. I would rather like even though I like hockey, like I'm a Bruins fan, I'd rather watch WNBA basketball than hockey. Take that over.
Mhm. For sure.
But the second one comes from the lovely Rashad McCants on Gil's Arena, which he hasn't been in forever. Um,
I'm low key. They low key. I ain't been feeling the last couple Jones.
Me
I,
neither.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I need Gil to come back because sometimes Gil like he be overdoing with the stats and stuff like that. But sometimes we do need the facts.
Yeah.
And I've been getting tired of just Like Nick is funny in
Hmm.
situations, but sometimes he just do the most.
Yeah.
He just sound it's just it's his emotions and stuff like that with some
Yeah.
commentary that they've been doing. So,
Yeah.
but
I'm with you on that one. So the conversation came up because LeBron is on another magazine cover for the most influential athlete by Time Magazine of the past century. Everyone, including Skip Bayless, was giving LeBron his credit for it, except Rashad McCants, who
yeah,
disagreed. His statement, I would not say as follows, but I will give a paraphrased version. Basically, the paraphrase version is when you have guys like Kevin Durant and Steph Curry in the league, I don't see these young boys modeling their game after LeBron. So, what did LeBron really influence? We can talk business, we can talk IQ, and we can talk off the court. That's cool. But when we're talking about in between the lines on that court of basketball, I don't see a damn thing that LeBron James has influenced. So the question is McCants reaching or teaching?
in this situation, I'm leaning more towards teaching because I always had the unpopular opinion, especially when in regards to just basketball itself. Or like you saying, in between those lines, that 94 feet. Um, I don't have LeBron on the Mount Rushmore. And
Me neither.
when you talk about Mount Rushmore, you talk about who influenced the league. You know what I'm saying? The league itself. I don't have LeBron up there. He's one of the great. If you switching the Mount Rushmore into just the top four greatest, that's a different conversation. But usually Mount Rushmore is who has the impact, who has the influence on a specific sport or area, whatever like that. So when you talk about the Mount Rushmore of the NBA, I don't have LeBron up there, me personally. So when you talk about influence of the decade, what did they say? Decade? No, I thought they said century.
The century.
Yeah. So when you talk about century, is like, damn, like when you have people like you saying, when you have people like Steph Curry in the league, and we see how he transcended the game. Um,
My apologies. Decade. The decade.
was a
I was
decade
wrong. I was wrong. It was the decade.
like still like when you like you saying like when you have people like Steph Curry in the league, and we see like how the game has changed
Hmm.
ever since Steph Curry has came on the scene, bro. It's like, of course, he wasn't the first person to shoot threes, but he's transcended the game about the range, like how people create their teams, how they, the strategy, the offensive sets that they have. Um, Eric, if you come in the gym of these kids, of these middle school kids, bro, they ain't like us where they starting off under the basket with the layups, bro. They can't even shoot, and they going to the 3-point line shooting. Like that's Steph Curry effect. I
Hmm.
can't speak on anything outside of that. When you're talking about as an athlete, I can't speak on the business or whatever. But even that, I mean, people ain't necessarily. I mean, shit. Even if you're talking about that, if you're talking about an active athlete, sure. But shit, MJ still out here doing better business than a lot of motherfuckers, man.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan gonna be a trillionaire in the next 10 years, man.
I just can't give him the most influential athlete of the decade, century, decade, or whatever. I just can't do it. Me personally, I think I'm with Rashad. I wouldn't give it to him. And I'm not speaking on the greatness. I'm just speaking on the influence.
Yeah. And
A lot of people rather in these days had their game after Paul George. A lot of people
yeah.
think Paul George the GOAT. I don't know how.
Hmm. That's what Ace Bailey said.
So I don't know. Even when they was in a prime like that early late 2000s, motherfuckers motherfucker was on mellow.
Yeah.
A lot of people was on mellow. Of course, LeBron had a lot of people that was their favorite player, but when you just talk about scoring itself and just how people played, bro, like Melo was
Hmm.
that a lot of people had that game after Melo too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people playing LeBron. Of course, he's 101 or whatever, but I don't see a lot of people patting that game after LeBron. So if that's all we're
Yeah.
talking about, just between the lines, nah, I can't. Nah, I'm with Rashad. He teaching.
Yes. And that's why I'm with Rashad too. Of if we just talking about basketball, it's not LeBron. I would say it is Steph Curry.
It
Um,
might not even LeBron probably got he had the longevity, sorry to cut you off. He got the longevity, but shit, if you talking about decade century shit, you got people in other sports. You got to throw Tom Brady in there. You got to throw those what's the soccer players? Messi, Ronaldo.
Messi and Ronaldo.
Like you throw them in there, like them other like it's some other athletes you can throw in there. Talking
Yeah.
about influential.
Because it's like I asked one, what is LeBron's signature move? What is LeBron known for basketball wise that's not his IQ?
I don't know.
Exactly, bro. Like, and even like his playing
He don't
style.
got no. I'm about to say he don't really got no signature move. It's just his athleticism. His just longevity. That's not nothing. I mean, everybody can't do that. I mean, that's
Like
keeping your body right. I'm saying, like,
that's it. And it's like outside like celebrations,
yeah, I'm about to say that's the only
you
thing that I
know,
could think of. Like, when you told just talking about one thing can pinpoint on LeBron. I don't. Of course, maybe his first dunk. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Go back to that, but yeah. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. It's if outside of those small things like that, even the bigger things, I've never heard an NBA prospect go, yeah, I'm out of my game after LeBron James. That's never happened. It's you have a lot, like you said, he's my favorite player. He's go top two. I don't like him, whatever. But no one has been influenced as a player, playing wise, by LeBron James. And I think a lot of people don't want to admit that because they're too busy trying to, be Savannah in that situation and get piped by LeBron. Like this, it's okay. LeBron for you can be the greatest of all time, but that doesn't mean that he does all of this. He encapsulates all of this. It don't happen. Like, there's a reason Michael Jackson to go. I don't see nobody saying, "Yeah, I patent my performance styles and my singing off of goddamn." Let's say somebody like Al B. Shore
Hmm.
or MC Hammer. No one says that. You barely even people say that about Prince, and people out there say Prince better than Mike. But you don't hear nobody say, "Yeah, Prince really inspired me to dance." Prince really inspired. You don't hear that. It's the same thing with LeBron.
I'm about to say, even though Jordan is famous for it, people say the Kobe fadeaway. Even they shoot the ball in the trash can. Kobe, like
Yep.
talk about Mike. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, you got babies. Mike been
Hmm.
gone for it'll be this month, it'll be 17 years.
Yep.
Mike been gone.
When
You got babies that's under one that's
there, the
Mike.
crazy thing that you said that I was
That's
in Walmart last week wearing a Michael Jackson shirt, and a little girl no younger than 2 said, "Mom, Mike."
yeah. Doing his moves, wearing the gloves, like that's influence.
Hmm.
Like you saying, you can't really pinpoint a LeBron move. Now, of course,
Nope.
but that speaks that may not speak to influence, but that may speak to your greatness.
Yeah.
Only you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't mean it's a bad thing. That just speaks to your greatness because you know what I'm saying. You just a freak of an athlete, but you can't pinpoint something to be like, oh, you got that from Bron.
Exactly.
Ah,
And it's like even with that too, like I'm gonna say these two things. One, Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, also speak on this. And he said Steph Curry gave kids who aren't athletic a chance to play basketball professionally.
mhm.
And he was right. Tyrese Halliburton, also crazy news about his fiance. Wow.
What happened?
Tyrese Halliburton fiance died at her bachelorette party. It was, I hope that's not true. I hope it's fake news. I
I
hope it's
hope
fake
so. I
news.
did not see that.
I hope it's fake news. I really do. But Tyrese Halliburton don't
Fake
play
news?
like Jordan. He
Hmm.
don't play like Carmelo. He plays similar to Steph Curry. Same thing with Trey Young. Same thing with a lot of like undersized guards in the league. Hell, this may be crazy. I even say James Harden more influential in the last decade
Yeah,
than playing style wise than LeBron James.
sure. We had that
That
conversation. Mm,
Yep, that dribbling you to
last
sleep,
time. Yep. That's
step back,
yeah.
launch it. But it's like the other thing I was gonna say too is along with that, I think this is the poorest argument. And someone said he influenced people by positionless basketball. Nah, that's Magic Irvin Johnson.
Yeah.
Like that's who started that. Same thing with Scottie Pippen. Same thing, like we can go like through other multiple other players. But I think so many LeBron fans are trying to find a reason for that statement to be legitimate, and it's not. And it's okay. It is okay that LeBron is not number one at something, that he's not the best at something. But I don't think that a lot of LeBron fans are ready to have that conversation. And that's why I like how much can't pinpoint this of if we're talking strictly basketball, it is not LeBron James. Outside of it, you can make an argument. And that's why I think he's teaching.
Yep. I agree. I definitely agree. But before we go, I definitely want to play this game.
Oh
82.
God.
Oh. So I'll let you go. I'll go, and then we can decide on it together. The highest I ever got was 80-2. That was the
Damn.
highest I ever got. I never
80 and
got
2?
80-2. I never got 82 and no, but I got 80-2. All right, let me put this in record so I can. Um, all right, so I'll go first. Let me spin. I got. Ooh, thank you, Chicago 90s. MJ. Go ahead, put him at my two. Okay, spin again. I got Denver in the 70s. I am going to see this can be tricky. I'm gonna change the errors. Hopefully I get Jokic. Ah, fuck. Um, so I got the Denver 80s. I'm gonna go Alex English at my
Okay.
three. And then I got Miami 20s. I switch team. Ooh, the 20s ain't been given like it's supposed to. I'm gonna change team because I ain't really got nobody. Toronto 20s. I guess I could do Pascal at my four. Yeah, I ain't getting 82. Zero. Denver 20s. Up Jokic at my center. And then last but not least, Chicago 70s. I need a point guard. Clem Haskins. Damn. But he's a 20.3 point person, 4.6 rebounds, 7.6 assists. All right. Oh, I got 73-9.
Okay.
73-9. So, all right. So, your turn. I'm going to spin for you.
All right, cool.
I got Washington in the 60s. So I'll give you top three in case you wanna stay with it. I
Yeah,
got
please let
Walt,
me know. Like
got
who
Walt
there?
Bellamy. He's a center. 25.6 points, 15.7 rebounds, 2.0 assists. You got Earl Monroe. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 25 points, 4.6 rebounds, 4.6 assists. And then you got the third one is Terry Dischinger or whatever.
Hmm.
20.8 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.0 assists. You want to keep keep everything the same, or you want to change the team or era?
Change the team in error. Like
You want to change both? You want to use both on this one, or you just want to
no,
use
change my fault. Change the team.
change the
Change the
team?
team.
Do you want to keep the 60s?
Yeah, I keep the 60s.
All right, let's see. Let's see. You got Houston in the 60s. So
Damn, who played then?
you got Elvin Hayes, 28.4 points, 17.1 rebounds, 1.4 assists. Then you got somebody named Don. Oh, Elvin Hayes, he's a center power forward. Don, I can't pronounce his last name, Kojis. He's a small forward, 21.2 points, 9.9 rebounds, 2.6 assists. And then the third one is John Block. He's a center and power forward, 17.3 points, 9.8 rebounds, 1.6 assists.
Give me that small forward. That guy
Small
was small
forward.
forward.
I got you.
Yeah, with the last name we can't pronounce.
All right, next one you got Milwaukee 80s. Top three you got Terry Cummins, 21. He's a power forward, small forward, 21.7 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists. You got Marcus Johnson. I think that's Isaiah. I think that's Joe Dad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
um,
Mm-hmm.
3 points, 6.8 rebounds, 4.1 assists. Then you got Sydney Monchief, if I'm not mistaken.
Moncrief.
Moncrief, 16 point 16.7, 5.0 rebounds, 3.9 assists. You want to
Give me
get
Sidney Moncrief, defensive monster.
you want him at the one or the two?
Oh, the two. No, 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 no. Ah,
I mean, you could change it
yeah,
any
give me the two. Put him the two. Put him the two.
unless you get another unless you get a point guard.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
put him at the two.
got Clippers 2000. So top three is Zach Randolph, 20.9 points, 9.4 rebounds, 2.3 assists. Elton Brand, 20.3 points, 10.3 rebounds, 2.7 assists. And then you got Corey Maggette, 17.3 points, 5.2 rebounds, 2.4 assists. Zach Randolph is Zach Randolph and Elton Brand is center power forward, and then Corey Maggette is power forward, small forward, and shooting guard.
Give me a different decade.
All right, so you got Clippers 90. So you use your stuff up. So
Dang.
first one is Dominique Wilkins, small forward, 29.1 points, 7 rebounds, 2.2 assists. I'm pretty sure you probably want. Well, you
You
probably
never
won't
know.
be able to get Dominique because you already have a small forward. Then you got Danny Manning, 19.3 points, 6.4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then the last one, well, the top three is Ron Hopper, 19.2 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4.8 assists. So Danny is a power forward, which you don't have, and then Harper is a point guard and shooting guard.
I'll take Harper.
All right, so Harper is your one. Did you want to switch him with Sydney?
No, I'll keep it that way.
All right, cool. All right, so you just need a power forward and a center.
Here we go.
That and you can't change anything else. So you got so Glenn Rice, he's a small forward, so you
Wait,
can't.
who the team? What year? Hold on.
Charlotte 90s.
All right.
So Glenn Rice was number one, but she's a small forward, so you can't get him. So the second one, Alonzo Mourning, he's a center power forward, 21.3, 10.1 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and then Larry Johnson, who's well, you just need a power forward, but he's a power forward. 19.6 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 4.1 assists.
So I can't get so I can get Larry Johnson. Who's the other one I can't get? Oh, Morning. You said because
Morning.
I need a
You need a
you said I
power
need a
forward and center.
okay, I'll take Morning.
Want him at the 4 or 5. And you, of course, you
Ooh,
could change it next, but
yeah.
you
Put
want
put him at the four.
the
Put him at the
4.
four.
I got you. All right, last one. You got Washington in the 10s. So the only center, unless you switch in morning to the center. So the power forward, Antoine Jameson, 20.5, 8.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists. And then the next person you can get power forward is Jabari Parker, 15 points, 17.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists.
Is this the Bucks?
This is Washington 10s.
Oh God. So who's the other player other than Jabari Parker?
You got the other one that's eligible is Antoine Jameson.
I'll take Antoine James.
So move Morning to the center.
Yeah, move more into the center. I'll take Jameson.
Four. So you got 58-24. All right. So this one we could do together, see what we could do,
All
and
right.
close this thing out. Portland 2000s. So top three is Brandon Royce, shooting guard, Rasheed Wallace, center power forward, and Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph, center power forward.
I say Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy
Yeah.
at two. All right. Phoenix 20s. Oh, so is it we could go KD or Devin Booker, unless we want to switch
Okay.
teams. But KD
KD.
four, he's got him at a 2, 3, or 4, and then Devin Booker at 1 or 2. So KD, um, which one him at? That's the 3.
I say the three because there's better power forwards out there. Or and then we can also switch them.
True, true, true.
Yeah.
All right. Minnesota 10s. So we could keep this or we could change the team with error, but you got Carl Anthony Towns as center or power forward. Not a bad one. Jimmy Butler at the 2, 3, or 4, or Kevin Love at the 4, 5.
I'm being honest, I kind of want Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, I kind of want Jimmy at the three.
All right, so we're moving KD to our 4, and then we pin Jimmy at the 3. All right, so we got 2 more. So we need a point guard or a center. All right, we got Washington 10s.
Who's that gonna be? John Wall?
Yeah, we got Gilbert at number 2 for the point guard. John Wall is number 4 overall for the point guard. Oh, I'm trying to think 10's point. Might could switch. It was some. It's some play. We might could switch teams. We might can.
Yeah, I say let's switch teams.
Come on, Steph. Damn. Landed on Memphis. So
Ah,
we either get Tyreek Evans at the point, or we can get Zach Randolph at the center, or we could change errors. But I don't know who. Memphis ain't really got nobody, so we might.
nah, I say Tyreek Evans.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Houston 90s. Hakeem.
Akeem, that's it. Hakeem. No
uh,
debates.
64-18. But that's not
Wow.
bad. So shout out to me.
Yeah,
79,
yeah, yeah. That was
man.
good. That was good. That was good. That was
Good
good.
time, man. That's a dope game. I'm surprised. Shout out to whoever made that up. I'm sure all
Yeah,
the
for real.
put into that, all the data and everything they did put into that. I wonder what's the real formula to getting that 82 and 0.
Oh,
Um,
it's easy. It's Wilt, Shaq, um, Jordan,
Eli,
Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird.
I about to say you're gonna have to it got to be lucky. Let me go to my the one that I got 80-2 on. It was so I had Luca at the 1, I had Jordan at the 2, I had Scotty at the 3, I had
Hey,
Alonzo at the 4, and I had Shaq. Well, let me talk teams. Luca Lakers for the 1, Jordan 80s at the 2, Scotty 90s at the 3, Alonzo Charlotte 90s at the 4. Then I had Shaq Orlando 90 at the 5. I'm like, damn, that didn't give me
that's
82-0.
that ain't get
Like,
82 and 0.
damn.
What was the two games you lost?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck beat me? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy. I didn't get 82-0 off of that. Like, come on, man. You had two, well, damn near 3 30-point scores when you talk about Shaq in Orlando, because he averaged like what, 29 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like, damn, man, y'all tripping, man. But that's a dope game, man. Y'all
yeah,
let us know what y'all got on that junk. But good talk, man.
absolutely.
I'm mad the finals is over, man. But we gonna wait till the next next season, man, the W starting. So we give y'all some W content and whatever else going on in the basketball world, man. But appreciate y'all for staying with us, supporting us, man. Continue to like the video, like the audio, give us comments on our page, give us comments on the videos. And just whatever, even if you have some topic suggestions, you want to be a guest on the pod, whatever, just hit us up, hit the page up, hit my personal page up, hit Aaron personal page us, and just let us know, man. Aaron, you got anything to close us out?
Nah, just thank y'all for being here. That's all I got.
Oh, for sure. Thank y'all. Yeah, man, but we gonna get out this thing, man. Once again, appreciate y'all and y'all continue to stay blessed, stay safe, and we out. Chill. Peace.